You might win the winter, but we win Aurora Borealis night. I actually really want to see this. When's that happening?
Right. Not dark enough
Probably
yet.
2 a.m.
All right.
2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. Okay. Cheers. It's episode 213, actually. This is tea. I'm drinking tea. Honey lavender.
You got tea?
Caffeine free.
You got tea?
I got tea.
What's the tea?
Yeah, water.
Your child.
I have water too.
No Milo's, Evan. Damn it. The streak is broken.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
The boys are back.
God, you're close to the screen today.
We're back. We're back. I'm close. I'm in it.
I'm not used to you.
I'm
being this
excited.
close.
Snake draft season's back. We're back. We have a lot to catch up on. We're going to try to go fast through it, but this feels like a show that might get away from us. This could be one where the weekly check-ins are like an hour long.
No,
I don't even know what I did.
It's late.
The last time we recorded was when?
Yeah. Just give your week highlights.
May 13th, I believe. May 13th.
Holy.
Maybe like you give the top couple things. I don't know. Anything. I wrote down, I had a couple of thoughts in the shower. I was like, what did I do the last 2 weeks? Yeah.
Do the week before.
We'll do that. We have a couple just quick
Last
news
week was
topics, I would
Memorial Day.
say. We're going to talk about the Tigers a little bit because they're the best team in the MLB, so they deserve to be discussed. That's how it works. If you're a winner, you get talked about. And then, believe it or not, we haven't recorded since the Lions schedule came out. So we're going to do a rapid-fire win and loss,
Jesus Christ.
which historically, our predictions at this time have been pretty good over time. There was one year where we got it like directly on. Two of us, I think, got it perfectly right, and one was like one win or loss off of what it turned out to be.
Wow.
Yeah, so stay tuned, Alex. And then Snake Draft. That's the reaction people had in their cars listening. Snake Draft, your favorite Detroit athletes since the year 2000. One Lion, one Tiger, one Piston, one Red Wing, and then one miscellaneous from any of those teams.
Detroit FC.
You said Abigail Garcia?
Yeah.
You know who's not his favorite? Didn't he have
Prince Fielder.
alleged affair with Prince Fielder's wife?
Mm-hmm.
Alleged.
Allegedly.
You guys know my favorite fifth player?
You're miscellaneous?
Yeah. Any guesses?
Are you just going to try to be funny and not from one of the four teams?
It was Mikel Lashore.
Oh.
Titus Young.
Yeah, Titus Young, close second.
Nick Farrelly.
They got a common theme between those three.
You guys both should have Seiko Diamba, whatever his name is, on your list.
Sekou
You guys
Doumbouya.
thought he was the next coming of Jesus.
Grant was much more convicted in that than I was, but
If I remember right, our draft picks were so horrendous the years before that I said, I'm going to blindly back this player because we need to turn around the mojo. And he did have a sick dunk against the Pacers one game. And that was it.
Never forget.
imagine if we had Halliburton with Cade Cunningham and not
This is
Killian Hayes,
bullshit.
Evan's favorite guy.
Have you said poor Prince Fielder's wife?
Pork?
They said on Reddit.
I mean,
And then
that's
people
true.
said, don't forget the part where Cabrera hurt himself breaking the fight up. I can't believe that this happened.
It did.
I think he tried to. That's a dumbass move, morals notwithstanding.
No shit.
This is true. It was a big deal. It split the locker room. Garcia was considered the future of the franchise. That's true. He was Little Mickey. That's what
Yeah.
they did call him that.
Yeah, but he wasn't nearly as good.
He was put on the IL and on his way out. We should have traded Fielder. Denny McClain talked about it on a radio show the
Can
following
we
season.
get out of this? Get
So-
out of the Motor City
Evans
Kitty,
only
Freddie.
said Sadio Garcia. And I was like, that's the only thing I associate him with was
My
a little.
favorite Tiger was Dontrell Willis.
Ooh, the D Train. Sick nickname. Yeah.
All
right, so that'll be the end. Too much.
Start gurgling drink in front of us.
I wonder if okay. Am I louder than normal or just sitting too close?
You're just closer than normal, so it just
Okay.
maybe it's
Take it easy,
maybe
man.
it's me. It just feels like you're in my ears.
Alex, kick us off. Weekly check-ins.
Trip 3-week check-in. Boy. Well, I've played golf per usual.
Wake
Went to
Forest trip.
Austin last weekend. Went to Wake Forest. My God, a lot. It's actually this is the first weekend I've been home.
You shut down a bar.
I've done that multiple times now in the last 2 weeks. I guess
tell us.
no. So yeah, I'll start with Wake Forest. Went to Wake Forest for my sister's graduation from law school. Congratulations, Emily.
Congratulations, Emily.
She's got to take the bar now. So as Garrett and I discussed, kind of stupid that they celebrate graduation, but you haven't even passed the bar yet. So like, did your really best.
I could see you guys being like Muppets, the grumpy old men and the Muppets. Like, what are we even here for? You got to pass the bar still.
We were just like, it sucks for her because you like celebrate for like a day and a half, and then you like go right back to the same stuff you've been doing the next 3 months. So went there Thursday to Sunday, I think. Yeah, Thursday to Sunday. They like rented a bar the first night, like a Mexican place, had cornhole. It's like a garage bar. So it's pretty cool.
Who's they?
Like her friends and their families.
Oh,
nice.
So did that Thursday. Friday was graduation. The line to get into graduation, which was in like a chapel. Wake Forest is like
very religious.
No, it's just like a classic like Southern private school, like big common like giant grass space with all the dorms in a square around it. Big giant chapel around there, and then it looks very bougie. It's just a bougie place.
We had a little grass courtyard in our freshman dorms.
It didn't look like Butler. Did not. It was much nicer. All the buildings were like old and super nice.
Is Wake Forest private?
I don't know if it's private, but it's super expensive and super hard to get into.
Congratulations, Emily. I don't want to derail you.
The ACT score for is like it's like 30 to get in.
No, you keep telling your story. You keep telling your story.
Continue. Derail.
I heard they don't do ACT scores anymore. Is this true, Evan? You work in the schools.
Nope. Some schools still do them. Some schools don't. But it's not like the number one like limiting factor in test scores anymore.
So,
are they going to eventually in the future? Where are you going to see where they don't take them anymore? Absolutely. But that's going to have to come from the federal government and FAFSA and student aid because that's still highly based off of it.
What's the biggest criteria then to get into college?
Grades and like extracurricular stuff. Like, are you a good human being?
So like your essay, you're really going to blow them away with like, I am a good person and I have a good story.
So the essay on the ACT isn't accounted for. That is also just a tiebreaker when you're comparing two students with the same ACT or SAT scores.
Interesting. Times have changed. That used to be like the biggest deal of the year in junior year. Like you stressed out. People took Adderall in our grades for the first time ever for that.
Still was.
Bad kids.
Oh, Evan, that S was so.
Yeah, that
Your
was.
S's are crazy.
That hurt
You
me.
have great pronunciation. It's a blessing and a curse. You have great pronunciation on your S's.
How you did that? What were you going to say to derail me?
I never really go on Facebook that much, but I did click on there, and it's not funny, but I can see because you guys don't plan or guys don't, but you and Tyler had like the exact same outfit on.
He walked out.
Did you really?
And I was like,
oh my God, Evan, it's the same. It's this. I'll send you the picture because I don't want to share it because I don't want the whole family on YouTube, but it made me laugh.
We picked him up from Emily's apartment. He walked out. I'm like, oh my God, we're the same thing.
The only difference is the stripes on his shirt.
I probably saw these pictures, but I probably just like didn't pay close attention to it.
The color of the belt, the color of the khakis. I just texted you guys. It's so good. I was like, they're the
only
same.
Difference is he wore. He like pegged his pants.
Whoa!
And wore like loafers.
Pegged? What does that mean?
It's like when you like roll them up, show some ankle.
Cuff.
It's like pegging.
Oh, I did see this picture because I pissed myself laughing because Garrett is looking somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know what Garrett's looking at.
He saw some baddie in the foreground and was like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Garrett looks like Evan when you would spot me squatting in Lindy's class up into the right.
Trent's not even looking in the mirror, looking into himself. Yeah, he's just doing that.
Anyways, Tyler had his pants rolled up and had like loafers on, and I had like white and navy dress sneakers on. So that was the only difference. But yeah, he walked out. I was like, shit.
He's like, look down same.
And also, Garrett's wearing the inverse of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
It was cool. I was like, this picture just made me smile in multiple directions. Garrett looking off into the distance. He's probably thinking about Emily's bar exam
Emily's
score right now.
looking
At that
off
moment.
to the right. I'm looking straight on. Carrie's looking straight on. Tyler's looking straight on. Garrett's looking at the clouds.
He's thinking about Vale in his mind. Mentally, he's in Vale. All right. Anyways, sorry.
So yeah. Friday. So went to graduation. There's a ginormous line to get in the chapel. It's hot as balls, humid, just sweating, just terrible.
No AC in the chapel, probably.
None of the chapel's fine once you got in there, but we were just outside waiting to get inside for like 30 minutes in that attire. Hot, humid. Anyways, so I was a sweaty mess, disgusting the rest of the day. Then they had a little pool party. Somehow I got grill duty, so I just had to grill the whole time.
Whoa, basically. That's a big duty.
Big honor.
Yeah. How'd you do?
What'd you grill? Definitely hot dogs.
Kebabs.
Wow. Kind.
Garrett we had 2 grills. Garrett was doing burgers. I was doing the kebabs and hot dogs and smoked sausage.
What kind of kebabs?
Chicken. I didn't buy them. I didn't
peppers, onions on.
Yeah, the normal stuff on kebabs, Grant.
You didn't grill the kebabs because you don't like onions.
She didn't season them or like marinate them, so they were the most bland thing you could ever eat.
Are they dry? Were there accusations of a dry kebab?
Well, I mean, they just were. There's nothing on them. And then after that, we went. Families. So she has like a group of like 6 friends that are like her close friends, and then there's like a group of like 20 friends that's like all in the law class or whatever.
20 friends?
Wow. Well, they spend every waking second studying and going to class together. Like Marissa's cohort, you know how they're all tight.
I never understood that name. Why is it called a cohort?
It's the same type of thing in law school because the class sizes are so small. You just with those. It's like basically like going to high school again. And
so she'll be like really good friends with like 2 of them in 20 years from now.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4 she's very close with. The rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you can chew them out. But anyways, so the Mexican garage bar was like her 6 friends and families. And this Friday night after the pool party, the 20 families rented out like a bar downtown in Winston-Salem.
They still have to take the bar exam, Alex. This is a big celebration weekend. It's crazy.
They were in over their head on the planning, these girls, but whatever.
What can they do with a graduation if they never pass the bar?
I asked that question. It was an awkward thing to ask because like it's worst case scenario. But yeah, they just like go be like legal assistants or like they can give legal advice. They just can't.
They can't have their own practice.
Right. They can't like represent someone, I don't think.
In the court of law.
Yeah, there's some weird thing. They can advise, but they can't be like a counsel position or a lawyer or attorney position.
How many times can you take the bar, though?
A few, I think.
Piece of cake.
But don't you have to take the bar in different states?
Yeah, depending what state you want to practice law in. So Emily's taking it in Texas.
What percentage do you need to pass? Do you know?
I don't know.
Feels like you should.
The Wake Forest like law school class average of passing is like 98%.
Oh,
do
kids pass?
Do you guys think
she'll be fine?
I don't know if it's multiple choice or what it is, so this could be dumb. But we always do stupid sports debates.
Real life situations. You have to act it out to pass the bar.
The 3 of us took the bar each 5 times, so 15 total attempts between the 3 of us. Could one of us pass with the minimum?
With never studying?
I guarantee.
Yes. No, you can read one bar exam book for a month, and then you have to take it.
I guarantee I fail every single time.
Okay. I think that too.
I think we can pass once.
Yeah.
I feel like I would read the questions and be like, "Oh, this is obvious answer," and then like get it back, be like, "No, it was actually the complete opposite."
Like writing and like
no, God,
you gotta
I need all multiple choice.
Oh, I mean,
if
it's a multiple choice, then sure.
I'll give them some fill in the blanks.
If it's like the ACT for law, I think we could pass.
I love diminishing other people's accomplishments. They're like, "Oh yeah, give me a month."
Realistically, no, we probably could.
Oh my God, dude. The multi-state bar exam. So this is multi-state. I don't know. It's a 6-hour, 200-question multiple choice exam.
200 questions, multiple choice.
But also, the bar exam also includes essay questions and a performance test.
See, told you live action performance test.
We'd be dead on the other 2.
We'd be dead.
Just the 200 question. We might be able, depending on what the passing
What grade do you need to pass?
200. That's insane.
125 right.
I think so. That's a lot.
You get more than 150 right. I get you to.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, you have to get 150 right because I get you to 75%.
We wouldn't finish in time because we wouldn't know we were.
What? It's multiple choice, bro.
Well, yeah, you would just fly through it, but you wouldn't pass like that.
Hard to tell. As a general rule, if you're answering between 60 and 67%, your MBE raw score is in the passing zone, depending 66? On your jurisdiction. So that's just multiple choice. If you do
you
gotta get over 100 right.
Yeah, you do it over 100 of 200. Dude, I'd be so gassed mentally by question 70.
I would check out by whole. Question 75. Nice. Question 75 would be like.
Let's be honest. Question 40, I'm done. There's 160 more of these.
I'd probably read the first 3 and be like, shit, this isn't happening.
This would be a testament to AP Gov, Mr. Mark. See what stuck with me.
Anyways. So her 20 friends have rented out a bar downtown in Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem is a town in North Carolina. City-ish, kind of.
Not the witch trials. I know what you guys were thinking. That's in the East Coast.
Right. So yeah, we went to the bar, hung out, and then her and 4 or 5 girls and me, Tyler, my sister's fiance, 2 of the boyfriends of these girls, and then 4 random girls. I didn't really know who they were. They were just friends with someone. Didn't go to law school, didn't graduate, just there.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
Vibes.
just woo girls,
Woo!
Went to Whiskey Dogs, I think it's called.
Yes.
Whiskey Dogs.
Not Moon Dogs. Whiskey Dogs.
Yeah, Whiskey Dogs. DAWGS.
Oh, yes.
You change that S to a Z.
And went there at probably got there at 1:00.
What? Alex.
I mean, what do you want me to say? No, Emily, I don't want to celebrate you graduating law. Yeah.
1:00 a.m.
Yeah.
This is like walking
1:00 a.m. got there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's my level of
discipline. We had the pool party from 6 to 9, which drank at that. And then went to the bar from 9 to 1.
Are you spinning?
12:30.
Oh my god, that's a shift.
Drinking at that, and then went to this bar 1 to 12:30 to 2. Basically.
Wow.
Got there. My sister's like, "Yeah, we got to get drinks." I was like,
"What'd you get?"
And, I think she just ordered us ranch waters. Keep in mind, I thought the bar before this was the end, so we nightcapped and we had scotch. Thought that was the end. And then my parents left, and I'm like, Emily's like, "You're not leaving? You're going to the next one?" I was like, "Oh, this is not good." So yeah, I had that. Then it was just a dance party, I guess. They just went right up in front of the DJ. It's outside bar. And then they were just busting it down. Like they just graduated law school. So it's just Jesus, everybody's just hammered dancing. I feel like I'm in college.
Hell yeah.
I went in, I guess, to get another drink for someone. It wasn't even for me. Lost my credit card. I didn't know I lost my credit card till the next day.
Sloppy, Alex.
I've never lost my credit card either. First time.
No, I feel like you'd be shamed by that.
It was. I got to the airport the next day, and I was like, "Oh, I don't have a credit card."
Oh my god, that long?
Because I went. That long. So shut the bar down. I fell asleep in my Uber back to the Airbnb. It was rough. He pulled in. He didn't pull into the driveway. He just stopped on a road. Keep in mind, I don't know this area, right? It's just some neighborhood with an Airbnb. He's like, "This is it." And I look around. There's just a bunch of houses. I'm like, "What the? Where? I don't know where I am." I finally figure out that. Oh God, I'm cramping. Oh God.
Foot, calf, thigh, hamstring.
Point your toe out, dude.
Right thigh.
Point your toe out.
Did you say?
No. Oh.
That would be concerning. This
Gas?
is good. This is live.
It's like, oh my god, like
Shin?
below my lower
I knew
thigh.
this would be a good check-in.
My,
We'd be off
below
the
my
rails.
butt.
This is good stuff.
Below your butt?
Oh
Is that what you said?
You just
It's
golf.
below my butt.
Texas
It's
heat's
your
that
hamstring.
bad.
It's your high
It
hamstring.
is that bad.
Groin?
Oh my god.
I feel like you
got
never
shot.
adapt to the Texas heat. Like you don't prepare yourself for it.
I do try.
Drink some pickle juice. Go get your mustard.
Mhm.
More water.
You love you love mustard.
Get some electrolytes in you.
Just ate some mustard, actually. Okay.
Eat a
Sorry.
banana.
Get out of the Uber. Oh my god, it still hurts.
Your
oh,
parents
I
are
hit
probably.
again.
Your
Oh,
parents
Quit
were
sitting
probably-
down. You have to stand up.
Oh, just flex that toe out. Flex it out.
It's in his ass.
Oh.
Or no, you flex back, right? Evan, flex back.
Well, that's for your calf and your Achilles.
Standing
It's
helps.
in his hamstring. No shit,
It's right
sitting
here.
helps. You're elongating your muscle. Ding dong.
Oh,
Those
You're not
Adidas
sitting down
sweats.
flexing.
shorts. Oh my god.
Oh,
This is horrendous, Evan.
Stretch.
I'm walking.
he
Right here.
really is.
It's in your hamstring.
Walking
You
now.
put your heel up on that bed right now and stretch. Forward lean.
Oh, I can't do that right now. It
You
hurts
have
too
to
bad.
do it now.
You're gonna run an Ironman. How?
I don't think I would
Gillen.
be able to. You see this?
Gillen,
What?
do it now. Heel up on the bed. Stretch forward. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts. It feels better though.
No
Feels
shit.
real good.
Yeah, you think Evan just doesn't? Never knows what he's talking about.
Oh. Okay. Still hurts, but we're gonna grind through this. I can't sit down.
That's awkward. Nobody watches anyways. They
This
just
is
listen.
unbelievable. Maybe someone should give their check in.
Evan, the Outdoor Boys channel's dead. And I thought about you.
It is dead. Shocking news actually. And then you sent it in a group chat, and it was funny because like the day before I watched like a couple episodes. What happens to me is I get into a rabbit hole on Facebook on videos, and then it's like Outdoor Boys and watch more and more videos on Facebook, and then I go to YouTube and watch it. So I
From
like the day
Facebook.
before I was
Okay.
watching just some rant. I don't even like couldn't even tell you what year or what season or what episode it was.
That was Stair Gun.
Um,
If you hear that in the background, that's what it is.
good news is
You
I
did
haven't
that?
been watching all the episodes, so like I can still
Yeah, they're like what? They're usually 40-minute episodes.
yeah.
Now you're a busy guy and all, but there's kind of there's a gap in the market here. Like this could be your shot.
The same thing.
Maybe your shot.
We get you like a little tripod, a little gimbal, and you just start. It starts with when you're scouting land down in Ohio and Indiana, and then next thing you know, like this is you. Like I feel like this is your dream. His life is your dream.
I can honestly say with the people that I go with on these hunting trips, if I videotaped it, we would make millions of dollars off of it.
Okay.
It would be uncensored, and I would probably lose my day job, but
Yeah, you probably
I might have-
maybe. Yeah.
I might have a job in the other life.
Yeah, we can workshop a name. I nothing came to mind right away.
Outdoor Boys.
Okay,
This
thanks,
is-
man. Like I don't know if we play into like Lethal Tickle or we do ECAD Adventures or something like that. I don't
Lethal
know.
Tickle. No one would get that.
Yeah, I know. I said it might be too niche.
All right. Anyways, it drops me off on the middle of the road. I'm lost. Don't know where I am. Super hammered, spinning. Figure it out. See my dad's truck. Go pee by it before I go inside.
That's disrespectful.
Well, I like pee in near the driveway.
Why don't you just pee inside? Anyways,
Because my grandparents are there. 2 sets of grandparents are there. My parents are there. Like I can't be loud, and I'm shit hammered.
your mom was up worried sick about you, I bet.
So listen to this. So when you open the door, it says "door open."
Oh,
Right.
What?
The security system of this place is door open. Not like super loud, but like you can hear it. So I go in. I have like I don't really have a room. I have like a little like slider door, and then like a pull-out mattress.
You should.
It's basically like a second living room. Yeah, then
Mhm.
not comfortable. Let me tell you. This is where I go in there, and then I can see all the lights under the door turn on. Walk out.
It's got to be
My
Gary.
dad
Yep.
in his underwear, glasses on, He's like kneed up on the couch looking out the window.
There's no shot. He's had no idea that you just walked in.
The dog jumps up. She's looking around next to him. My mom comes
brought the
out half
dog?
asleep. Yeah, that was another.
So they
thing.
drove?
They all did.
Bad guard dog.
So Harper
dude.
and
Stuck
Garrett
up on
are like,
Harper.
Garrett's like leaning out the window on the couch. My mom walks out half asleep. Garrett, what's going on? Open the door. I'm like, what the are you guys doing? He's like, dude, I think someone's out there. I was like, it was me. I just walked in 30 seconds ago. It's just me. He's like, oh, okay. Goes to sleep. What? Anyways, lay down, spinning. I forgot how that feels. And holy shit, is a bad feeling.
Oh, yeah.
It
You know
is
there's
worse.
nothing you can do. You know you're
No.
fucked. There's no going
I was
back.
like, what am I going to do to get
There's-
this to go away?
There's no emergency, anything, remedy, food, water.
I have
there's
one
nothing.
trick that I use. I just keep my eyes open. Just try to fall asleep with my eyes open.
No
It
bullshit.
always helps. When I close my eyes, I feel terrible. When I keep my eyes open in the dark, I feel a little better. So just keep them open until you fall asleep.
Eyes closed does make me spin faster. One
Yeah.
trick I heard, it doesn't really work if you
It was
cross
hot
the
in there
limit.
too because my
Oh, no.
dad, my dad likes to sleep at like 77.
There's no shot he does.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he sleeps in a hoodie in the summer, like a freak.
That's not
He's trying to
good.
cut weight.
Is he a wrestler?
No, he doesn't like being cold. He'll bitch about being cold. It's insane.
That's why you
So
have
it's like hot in
lights.
there. I'm spinning. I'm laying there in my underwear. I strip down because I'm like, this is
absolutely.
getting bad. This is getting bad. I figure out how to turn the fan on. I'm spinning. Luckily, I did not throw up. But oh my god,
Really?
did not throw up. But so my dad, he wakes up at 4:00. Like that's just what he does with the dog. They do their stupid routine. Read the
It's nice.
newspaper together.
It's nice.
Whatever. It's ridiculous.
Harper reads the newspaper.
So he tried to sleep in a little because he was at the bar too till midnight. So it's pretty late for him. So it's like 6:30. The sun's coming up. My dad's creeping around, making coffee, doing dishes. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I open my eyes, see the light. Horrendous feeling. I was like, I want to die. This is how bad I feel right now. Like I don't think I'm gonna get up today. There's just no way.
Sounds
So
like an
I
Evan
tried to-
hangover.
Dude, it was bad. I felt like
a
a
hangover.
migraine. Just
Oh, I feel that for that.
nothing in me to puke. It's just like I just dry mouth, sweating. I'm like, this is the worst feeling I've ever experienced. That was at like 6:30. Slept for an hour and a half more. Got up at 8. Took 4 ibuprofen and I felt fine. So it was a miracle. Didn't even get hungover. Was able to drink that night at dinner.
Wow.
But I was like, holy shit, we're done. We're done shutting bars down after that. Which is why I texted you guys that, because that was when I was feeling bad. Bad. Next day we had just family dinner. The rest of the family left. So we had a nice family steak dinner. I think Garrett made a joke actually about Grant thinking that everything he eats is the greatest meal he's ever had.
I like that. That's my legacy. That's fine.
Because I asked him about that stupid restaurant you keep talking about that you said my dad knows. And my dad's like, yeah, I've been there once. Like, it's fine.
The
It's not the
standard.
greatest thing I've ever had.
Well,
And
did you
then
get the
he's
pork
like-
chop?
He's like, didn't Grant get a pork chop? What is wrong with that guy? And I was like, yeah, he said it was unbelievable. He's like, doesn't he think everything's unbelievable? So you're losing credibility in the food
No, I think that
space,
just
Grant.
he misses me. He wants to go out to dinner again sometime. Because he knows
No.
I can make the dinner feel more important than it really is. Like, wow, this is the best food we're ever having in our lives, guys. We can soak this in.
He thinks that you just take in every moment like that, food or not.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just every day is the best day for Grant. So then I got to the airport the next day, flew home, realized I lost my credit card, whatever. Had to go to work. Kind of still not feeling great. Hangover wasn't completely gone. It kind of crept back in later.
How do you just gotta call your bank to cancel that, right? I've never had to do that process.
Oh, I just went on the Amex app and It lost
yeah.
card and it was over.
Yeah.
And it was done. My new card was there by Tuesday.
Wow. I feel like our society's
It's like
come a
I
long
can
way
lose
with
cards
that.
all the time.
Well, maybe don't make it a habit.
Yeah, no. And then this last weekend I went to Austin, Texas. Let's be quicker about this. I just played golf, shot in the 70s both times. Shout out to me.
Yeah,
Really
that was
nice
a big part of
course.
the last show was breaking 80.
Yeah, I've now broke 84 straight. I broke 80 again today.
Our advice, Evan, look at us. Credit to us for coaching you.
Yep.
I forgot exactly what we said, but I know we gave you a couple pointers.
I think it was just mental focus, really.
Oh, pocket drops was one.
Yes,
right,
it
pocket
was.
drops.
I
I've
told
been
you you had
working
to
on
putt
that
better.
one.
I told you to take more
not
chances.
Not really putting better. And I'm not taking more chances.
Oh,
Taking less chances, probably. Putting a little better, but nothing crazy. So played golf there. Super nice courses.
Can I guess? I think I remember it because you said it.
It's like Barton Creek Country Club.
That's
and
it.
then
That's
they
what
have
it
like
was.
4 courses.
Oof.
The ones we played were Fazio Foothills and Canyons, maybe. I think.
Oh, yeah. I Googled it because I wanted to see where they ranked on lists, and they're pretty high up for Texas golf.
Yeah, super nice. Super nice. In
Wow.
shape, hilly, fast greens.
Wow.
So played well on those. Went out in Austin both nights. First night, it's like a mix of New Orleans and Nashville.
Oh, that's
I
dangerous.
guess it's weird. People are weird there. I was gonna say it's like Ann Arbor on steroids, like just 8 times as big, with a lot of skyscrapers. I didn't realize it was that developed. I knew it was developed, but I didn't know it's like a mini New York City in Texas.
Oh, really? Like even
It's
more?
like popping. There's
Grand
like
Rapids has some bigger
hundreds.
buildings, but way more than Grand
Oh,
Rapids
it's
even.
way bigger than Grand Rapids. Not even close.
Someone told me that Grand
Oh.
Rapids was basically San Antonio once, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way.
That's hard to believe, but I haven't been to San Antonio, so I don't know. But their phrase there is "Let's get weird," and it was in
Right.
fact weird.
Or keep
Um,
Austin weird as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the same week I think that there was like 20 bodies found in that river everybody swims in.
What?
Yeah,
That
there's
missed
like
my
there
news
was,
cycle.
There was a serial killer on the run. in
Oh
Austin.
yeah. I saw the serial killer. Was
They
loose.
found like 20 bodies.
What?
Something crazy, yeah.
I
Apparently,
just missed
and I
this.
was told my coworkers I was
20.
going.
I don't
They're
know.
like,
about
oh,
that, but serial
Yeah, I
killer
don't
on
know
the
the
loose.
exact
Yes.
they're like, be careful. I'm like, why? It's like, no, the target is like middle-aged men. It's like, oh my god.
I should Texas.
On Rainy
What?
Street area, a popular nightlife destination
That's where we went.
in or near Lady Bird Lake.
Just dumping bodies in there.
They call him the Rainy Street Ripper.
What a name.
Scary.
But there's no evidence of it, according to the police department, of a serial killer.
Anyways,
So the bodies
So-
are just popping up, or there's like no sign of like
I
foul
heard
play?
the other day from someone that there's been bodies popping up in that like giant river thing everybody swims in.
That's true. People are writing it off as drunk people falling into water, but
That
the
many?
more sinister side is that the Rainy Street Ripper is wreaking havoc on this area.
Jesus Christ.
And I hope
But
it is the
anyways,
Rainy Strip Ripper. Rainy Street
Since
Ripper.
22
That's a good name.
Since 2022, there's at least 17 people on this list that died in this body of water. At
Okay.
least.
5 a year.
All
So-
mainly listed as accidental drownings.
Went downtown
Survived.
first night. Dirty Sixth is what it's called. It was like New Orleans. I didn't really like it.
The Arch
To be
Manning.
completely honest with you. No.
Oh, I would gasp if I saw him. I don't know if I probably would recognize him just by his stature.
I would
but-
recognize him if I saw him. It's weird because there's obviously Texas, so there's a bunch of kids, and then there's like a bunch of our age people, and then there's a bunch of old people. Like old people. Like
Mm.
grandparents. Out. And it's so weird because like it'd be like it was like 1 a.m. and it looked like it was in the middle of the day. There's so many people. Like,
Wow.
What is going on? What is this place? So went to Dirty Sixth and Rainy, and then the second night we got back by like a modest 12:30, 1 o'clock, nothing crazy. And then the second night we went to New Sixth, which is where like people our age hang out, and then probably like 12, well, probably like 24 to 30, I would say is the age range down there. Went to this like cool, like relaxed bar, outside seating, like something much more our speed than shutting a bar down.
Nice.
Then we went to this other bar. This bar was probably like all 24, 25-year-olds. It was a little young. That's not crazy, but
It doesn't feel that young.
It's not that.
I don't think. I know for a fact you two would have both hated this bar. Now,
Do they play
positives,
War Thunder?
I
they
don't
played
think I
great
would've.
music. They played
I
great
mean-
music,
Country.
but like no, like middle school bangers,
Oh,
Okay.
I'm in.
just like strictly.
In.
But it was so crowded.
Mm.
I'm
It's
out.
just, yeah, I knew you guys would hate it. Just so crowded. There's girls standing. It's like outside again. Like everything.
I like that. Back in.
Texas.
Outside.
But it's so crowded. All these girls are standing on picnic tables, like dancing. The
Oh, man.
dudes are kind of, hovering around the girls, but you like can't move. And then you go in to get a drink, and it's like you just
Just
tight
reminds me of
corners.
Harper's, man. Nothing we
yeah.
have. We
That's
haven't
my
handled.
point. I don't think you guys like those types of bars anymore.
Gotta try it once again.
That was fine. Only weird interaction at that bar was this girl came up to me, was like, "What's your favorite color?" It's like she was like,
Rich mahogany.
well, credit to her for like coming up to me and trying to talk to me, but she's like, "What's your favorite color?" And I was like, "Blue." And she's like, "That's it? That's all you're gonna give me?" And I was like, "You asked my favorite color is blue. Like, I don't know what else to tell you." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because my eyes are blue. I don't know. I like the color." She's like, "Your eyes aren't even blue, sir."
Now she's
was
got
like-
you. Now you're in a
was
debate
like-
about your eye color with this girl.
I was like, is there something that you need? I was not having it with this girl. I was like, what are you trying to achieve here? And she's like, all right, Mr. Cranky Pants, and walked away. And then she went up to a guy around us and was like, what's your favorite color? I was like, you got to get a new pickup line, lady. But ended up staying that bar way too late. Did not get back until 2 a.m. So there's my
Wow.
second shutdown. This weekend was very chill, very relaxed, lots of sleeping. Played golf today, shot 78, 37 on the front. Did not play that great on the back. But that's it.
What's that math? What's 78 minus 37?
4 over, 5 over, 41.
40. 41.
It's fine.
Evan? That's a great recap, Alex. That's a great recap.
Thanks.
Job.
Thanks.
It's
Survived
been
the
2
cramp and
weeks,
everything.
3 weeks. Young kids, 8U travel baseball is almost over with. Have one more tournament. Played 2 tournaments since I think the last time we talked. A 1-day tournament, and then we hosted our own tournament over Memorial Day weekend. Was at the baseball
Ooh.
field for 14 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday.
How'd you do as
How's the
tournament
weather?
commish?
Lost in the tournament championship in extra innings by 1 run.
But good reviews of the tournament. You guys ran a
absolutely.
well-oiled
Oh,
machine. Because
We go
Yeah.
over the top at our tournament. We break and chalk the field every single game, have new baseballs. Like some tournaments, you just don't get that.
right.
All of
I
our
said,
games
how's
were
the
on
weather?
time.
How was the weather?
Thursday, when we were doing field prep, it was rainy and 50.
Ew. It was bad. The
Dude,
weather was
Grant,
bad.
you everybody in that state.
And then we woke up.
My
Not
dad
really.
texts us bitching about the weather every day since you said that.
It's been pretty bad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And then, like, the
Memorial
mornings
Day
we
weekend
sounds like
was
it's
miserable.
still like winter.
Memorial Day weekend, it was
No.
like you woke up and it was 40 a Saturday morning. Literally 40
That-
degrees Saturday morning. Got up to like mid 60s. Sunday was the same thing, about 45, 50 when you woke up, and got up to like high 60s.
It's
I got
57 right now.
I got
It was
sunburned.
39 this morning in Tecumseh.
Mm-hmm.
No, I woke up.
Yes, low 39.
I don't think it's been like I haven't seen 70 in a little bit.
Well, the next 2
High
days
was
are supposed to be up
tomorrow's-
in the 80s, 85.
It's gonna
Yeah.
get hot. It's gonna get hot this week, is what apparently.
Well, it's going to
is
drop
happening.
Thursday right back to 73.
Yeah, it's
high.
because the rain's
So,
coming in, Alex.
Yeah. Bad
Wednesday
weather.
until Thursday.
Yeah, so it
rain.
hasn't been great, Alex. Okay,
You're the problem.
and there's wildfires in Canada now, so we're getting that hazy feel.
Yeah, we're getting over.
Apparently.
Take accountability, Grant. Apologize to the people.
No, This is
Yeah, but
this,
we get to see the Northern Lights tonight. So who's really losing?
correct. And also, this
It's
is
too
a
hot
bit.
here.
This is a bit that I've done. It doesn't. I think what in real talk. What we need to do as
100%.
Michiganders,
Real P.
real P,
Is move.
push and P. No, because
Smooth.
teach their own. But we need to reframe our standards of winter and summer. Where I
Dude.
don't know if this is global warming. I don't know. I don't have an explanation
Well,
for
global warming, it's colder.
it. No, but hear me out. What I found.
Is
the
it
last-
really warming?
No, global warming causes the natural changes in the weather patterns, Alex. That's what it is.
Yes. And what's
It's a
happening
joke.
is
Global
that
warming.
winter is more mild. It's been more mild. That's the last 2 or 3 I can think of offhand have
Yeah,
not
but
been
last summer
as
was miserable. Here
last summer. You're saying?
was miserable. We had a drought for 3 months. We had no rain for almost
Okay.
3 months.
So mark that down. That's been weird. But winters have been mild. They kind of extend longer though. And then I've noticed that summer is starting later, but it doesn't get like last year there was like 90-degree days at the end of September. Like our summer
Yeah, great.
extends farther.
The weather patterns
Basically,
are all
fall is shrinking. Fall is shrinking fast.
The
for
weather
Michigan.
patterns have all just is shifted back like a month and a half.
Yes, 100%.
Dude, imagine how good you guys would be at golf if you could play all year.
Well, you can play into like October.
I don't know
now,
if I
pretty
financially
easily.
can do it year round.
Yeah, that's true. It breaks my
Yeah.
bank. So
But yeah, anything else, Evan? Any other big?
Arcadia Raisin.
Golf, baseball tournaments. Went to Mud Hens game Friday night. This
yeah.
past Friday, saw high school
Yeah,
teammate pitch.
why?
To get this, Alex.
Colt Keith.
Yeah, who all went to that?
Me, recurring guest, Cody with C.
Yep.
Cormac and Colby. Cheese.
It's a good, easy trip. I feel like that stadium also always looks nicer than I think.
It was like, I don't know why. Like the Mud Hens are good and they have some like Tigers talent on there. Like I think I'm gonna go to like 10 Mud Hens games a year.
10!
Evan, you're
Tickets
a busy
were-
guy.
ticket-
10 weekends of your summer.
Evan,
there
that's
isn't even that
absolutely-
many in summer.
Walk it
That's
back.
almost every weekend.
We went on a
Three.
Friday
There were
night.
2
We could
more.
go back to back.
You're going once a week, every week for summer.
Well, Cody and I are getting
Yes,
season
that's
tickets.
what you
next year.
said.
Cody and I are getting season tickets next year for the Mud
No, you're
Hens.
not. Well,
What about his
actually,
wife?
The drive was easy. The park entrance,
Well, yeah, the
piece of
drive's
cake.
easy.
Field, fantastic. We sat in.
You're going to spend 10 of your 12 summer weeks at Fifth Third Field.
I spent them at a ballpark every
On
single
weekends.
weekend, so what's the
I
difference?
will say with Max Clark and McGonigal and Rainier coming up, that's not a bad time to invest in Mud Hens baseball.
They got
You're gonna
dollar
see some
dog nights.
I'm sure they do eventually.
Gotta.
It was cowboy.
ice
It was
cream
cowboy
and a
and
hat.
boots weekend. We got a free bobblehead, Alex.
Colt Keith.
We
The
got
deal
to go to the
breaker.
swamp shop.
What's the swamp shop?
Or that's not
The
where
D
Mud
shop.
Hens are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mud
Evan,
Hens
one of my friends
apparel store.
went to a Tigers game in the last couple of weeks in
Yeah.
Detroit, and he told me he lives here, but he went to Michigan. He told me the hat selection was horrendous.
Oh, it always is. The D shop sucks.
He said all he wanted was a hat, and it was the worst selection he's ever seen.
Wow.
I can't confirm the past 2 years I've gone to the D shop and tried to get a hat. Luckily, I went during like I was looking for this hat, and they
The
had
hat you
it.
got on right now is really nice.
I was looking for this hat too, and they had it.
Oh, damn, those are sick. I've seen 2. McRae's Mud Hens hat was awesome as well. Mud Hens
Yeah.
have good
He's
merch.
had
Mud Hens
had
have
that
great
hat for a
merch.
long time.
I love a good bird logo.
But the Tigers' selection of hats is miserably bad.
I tried to buy one and from the 47 brand. I had to return it because it made me look like an idiot the way it fit my head.
I have a hat like that.
Yeah, I was trying to update.
Fits poorly.
I
This
was
is
trying to
47.
update this one.
It's a
They look good on you.
rope form.
It's just a head shape thing. Like that, I feel like it looks nice on you.
Got a weird small head. Anything that sticks up too much just looks horrendous.
If there's
on
too
me.
much fabric in this area,
Yeah.
it just
Same.
Be
ruins
the
the
ones
whole
with the
thing.
more fabric. I don't like the way my head looks when it's too tight.
It's interesting.
Well, yeah,
I have
too
a bunch
tight
of
is
spa- I have a
like
bunch
Like,
of space.
guy
right here.
hat problems.
two-tone hats are pretty much the only hats that look okay on me.
Yeah.
Other
Co-sign
than
that.
we had a great time at the Mud Hens game, just pounding beers. Then we went to the bar afterwards. We went to
But
Shut it down.
someone drove.
Chevy's place. We had a designated driver. We went to Chevy's place. Great bar,
I don't
rooftop
believe
bar. It was nice out.
Basically, the what's the bar in Detroit?
Tin Roof.
Basically, the Tin Roof of Toledo.
But this bar was playing all country music, so it was fantastic. Oh, I woke up hungover.
God, dude, I can have 2 beers and
We all had
wake up
hangovers.
hungover.
I woke up hungover. I got coffee in my system, drank a bunch of water, ate a really good breakfast. I got ibuprofen.
Breakfast is huge for recovery.
Avocado
Yeah.
toast with eggs on top.
Oh,
Whoa.
naughty
Avocado.
girl.
Oh, then I watched Districts, and that was about my 2 weeks,
Okay,
3 weeks.
Nice.
Grant, give
Um,
everybody what they want. You're still
wrote-
bad at golf.
I wrote down 3 things. The first week, I got engagement photos with Marissa.
Oh,
I
awkward.
forgot that you did those.
That is a interesting experience. I was very uncomfortable and awkward at the start,
Kiss me on camera.
but I'm a coachable guy. I can take direction, but our photographer was great too. Like she was awesome and like perfect, like funny, talk through. I didn't make it awkward, but like at first I just didn't know what to do. Like I was like, go stand in this grass, and then like, okay, now what? Do we just like stand and look at you and smile? Are we supposed to like hug? And then after a while, I started to figure out the kind of things to do, I guess. But it's a very weird experience that it's definitely a gender thing where it's like girls are natural and they love it, and I think for a
Oh, I
guy,
would
it's just
not
like this
love
is
it.
if you feel like a show pony. Like I felt like I was like being prayed around a 4-H. Like,
Pass
hey,
me around. I'm getting auctioned off here soon.
I'm picking her up and I'm spinning her. I'm trying not to like get dizzy like as photos are being taken. It's just like I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to look relaxed during those. So we'll see. We haven't gotten them back yet. Maybe next week we're supposed to get them back. So we'll see how they turned out.
Alex and I like to see the worst ones of the bunch.
Yeah, don't show me the nice ones.
There was one that was going to turn out funny. I think I had to like squat for something, and she like took one with it cropped out, but then she took one where you could see I was like crouching down, and it's got to look just incredibly uncomfortable. Like you're just in a public park with other people walking around in dressed up outfits. It's just a very interesting
I see
thing.
those a lot in Houston because, big city. So like if I'm running
Yeah,
like near the
yeah.
park, there's always like couples doing their photos, and I always just can't stop staring at it. Just like, what are you guys doing?
It was
Why?
pretty to the
My
weather
wife
talk.
Never makes
We-
me do this.
We drove to Grand Rapids essentially for them.
Oh,
So like 2-hour trip across.
oh.
It was raining and
Should have
overcast
just
during
took
the
them in
day.
your living room.
Well, she's
Green
out there.
screen.
And there was like she got like a makeup trial done where she's going to get it done for the wedding. So it's a girl thing, like get my makeup done so I know it's going to look good on wedding day. So I was like, all right, we'll go.
Women.
I did get a nice tuna salad Jersey Mike sub though. So I kind of felt like I got a good deal there. I watched, it was the PGA championship weekend. So I just sat in the hotel while she did her makeup and I just like watched 3 hours of Sky Scheffler and Bryson go at it on Friday night or Saturday.
Sucks that the PGA was so bad.
Well, the day I watched it was good. We went bowling after. The pictures were late at night because we were gonna hopefully get a sunset. There was no sunset. It was like 50 degrees and like kind of cold. It was yeah, it was tough. But we bowled. I have another Papa Shot record. Just absolutely smashed it. Well, I think mine was 136. They were
I
68.
forgot.
Just dummied that machine. I also
I have to give that story.
once that one rip on the claw machine where you're always like, oh, we're going to be ripped off. I pulled 2 things out of a claw machine at the same time. Sorry, Alex. Your story. You had a story.
Yeah, so I tried to text this to you guys while I was in Austin, but I didn't know how to text it because it was so bizarre. And I just like didn't know if it would make sense if I texted it. So we're at this bar in Austin, the first, and so there's there's multiple Papa Shots. There's like a band. It's when I think I sent you guys a picture of that guy who looked like Slash. He was singing. I don't know. He
I've
played
never
the Black
seen him.
Keys song.
I can kind of hear it.
I apologize.
Ooh, Sharpie.
I'm crossing up my list.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, we're at this table. Papa Shot next to us. This dude walks up. He's got his like phone attached to like a chain in his pocket. So he's got like chains.
Like
He's a white
2000s.
guy. Yeah, like he looked like Eminem from the 2000s. White guy.
I think you buy
Bag of beef jerky,
it. Hell yeah.
a blunt.
Okay.
Weed is not legal in Austin, but
I was about to say,
it's like decriminalized.
keep
or
it
whatever
weird.
The word is.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's gonna.
I don't really care. So blunt, beef jerky, M&M looking guy he comes up to the Papa Shot machine. He sets down his beef jerky on, there's two Papa Shot machines next to each other. Sets his beef jerky down on the left one. Puts his arms up on the bar or on the side, like the cage or whatever.
Yeah.
He's stretching.
Oh my god!
He's full on stretching. Then he starts doing downward dog. He's like doing a full stretch routine. Okay. He takes all the balls from the left side. He's like
Cheating.
pulling them out and putting them into the right one.
It's
So
cheating.
he has the right side. Puts a massive mound of beef jerky in his mouth. Hits start. It's like 5.
You sure it was beef jerky?
100% Jack Links.
Oh.
I've watched this guy for 20 minutes. He takes the ball. It's counting down from like 10. He's like dribbling it backwards away. He's like going like this, away from the thing, and then he like times it up to perfectly walk into it when it hits 0. He starts just like this, banks every shot. He's banking every shot. I'm like, what the am I watching?
He's legit. Like he's good.
He was, I don't know. He's just banking him in. He gets to like 74, and then he has his bonus round. He doesn't give a the bonus round. This guy doesn't care. That doesn't count.
Not in it for the fame.
He just doesn't do the bonus round. I'm like, all right, well, that was weird. This guy's stretchy, beef jerky. Takes a hit of his blunt. He comes back. He's like looking around. He thinks people are watching him. He's like offering his blunt to no one. He's like, no one takes it. Obviously,
You raise your hand in the back.
No.
You raise your
No, me and these like 8 dudes our age, we're just all like, what are we watching right now? Dude puts another thing of beef jerky in, pulls out a needle to like inflate balls, and
This guy's like a paid actor.
starts deflating the balls.
What?
He's deflating the balls on purpose
So they don't bounce
To
off the
bank
back.
them in.
Tom Brady.
Yes.
to bank them in. So he's deflating all the balls. Remember, he's got like 20 in this ring.
Yeah, this is cheating.
So then he plays. He gets like 135 because he's just banking him in. They just hit and just fall in. And again, doesn't do the 3-point round. Walks away after that one because not all the balls are still out. And he just starts shooting from deep. And then he's like doing 3 things. And he's like walking around like, I'm the shit, dude. Like, I do this for a living. Basically, it was so bizarre. This girl comes up. She wants to play, and he's like, "Oh, no worries. Go ahead." So he like goes away, starts stretching again. There's this big fan. He's like blowing his shirt like this into the fan to like cool himself down. This is where it gets funnier because this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So then he goes back. The lady's done. Whatever. She realizes that this is this guy's career. He's trying to get to the NBA, and he is playing. You can tell now he's going for some certain number. I don't know what it was. Ball gets like wedgied. Like wedgied on the rim. And he starts just grabbing balls and throwing them as hard as he can. As hard as he can to try to get the ball to come down because wedgied in there. It's kind of like blocking the hoop. It's not coming down. He gets pissed. Time runs out. He didn't get it out. And then he just throws a ball. Hits the rim, goes up, comes back over the roof. We're on the top floor. Just goes over the roof, out of the place.
Like onto the street.
Somebody got a free souvenir. Somebody got a free souvenir.
The ball just flew out over the top. And he turns around. He hits his blunt. He's like, and he got all his stuff, his beef jerky, and he walks across the bar to a different Papa Shot in the same bar. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I think that guy goes there every night with his beef jerky, stretching, and just plays pop a shot.
I need to find this guy. The dribbling
It was
as it's tying down
unbelievable.
from 10 is my favorite part. Like turning away from the
He
machine.
literally hit start, turn away, walk down, come back, take 2 dribbles, half court shot, and then go.
I
That's what
can't
he would
believe
do.
you didn't pull out your phone and record this, dude.
It was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable moment. Tyler
Wow.
texted me and he's sitting across from me. He's like, "What the is going on?" It's like, I don't know. I don't know.
That's cool. That's what they mean by keep Austin weird.
So that guy's better than you. Assessment.
No shot. This
deflates
is not even
balls.
close, but there was a guy. I sent you guys the Snapchat video, the smoothest bowler operator I've ever seen in my life. At this bowling alley, just he brought the bowling ball back above his like head. That's how far he went on his backswing, and he was just rolling strike after strike. It was incredible. That was one weekend. Yeah.
Also got pulled over in an Uber in Austin. Uber got pulled over and got a ticket for going 85 and a 55.
Jesus. 30 over. Nothing happens to you, right? You just sit there and be like, "Yep."
No,
I'm
the
passenger.
cop comes up. He's like, "It's just I usually let Uber guys off, but like you got to keep your passengers safe, dude. Like, what are you doing?" And then the guy the whole way back is like, "You guys think I was speeding?" We're like, "Yes, you were."
You're going pretty fast. Next week to Alex's probably happiness. I think you don't like when I'm bad at golf. You find it funny deep down.
No, I want you to be better. To be honest, not better than me, but better.
I played some golf. I played a par 3 course once. Marissa and I played 16 holes at Blackheath, where you guys both played.
I played
with me.
there.
It was when we played with McCrate, where they didn't have booze. The one time I played that course, got into some trouble on the back nine with people just playing incredibly slow, so it didn't finish before sun went down. Played, I don't know, it was a weird round. I played I tried playing my own ball and then also doing a scramble with Marissa, so I would tee off from the men's and then go hit from the reds with her. It just was it was more of like a practice. Wasn't keeping score. Some inconsistent shots, but not like the worst thing. A couple holes where I was like, oh, that's playable. Let's see. Then I played the par 3 again this last Friday. It was probably the worst round of golf I've ever played in my life, just on a 9-hole par 3 course.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You want one?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever gonna know how to get better at playing actual golf if you don't ever just play one ball and see how you do. You're always like playing like 7,000 balls or doing some goofy scramble with Marissa while playing your own ball. You got to just like play real golf start to finish, see how you do, and then you can make tweaks from there. You have no idea what you're doing wrong if you hit 10,000 balls.
Yeah. That's
You
fair.
basically are just taking the range to the course.
My only thing is like usually May when it's shitty is kind of just like
Well, yeah.
practice
forget
rounds,
that.
so to speak. So I'm kind
I've
of
played
gearing
like 20 rounds already, and it's June 1st, so it's a little different.
Yeah. This trip to Houston is like my first real round of the year, and then I'll have July and August, and we'll get there. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We don't know. We don't actually know.
We don't really know. I do know I was having really big problems hitting like actual shots with my 60 degree, like not just chipping with it.
You
That's
don't
probably the
need
worst.
to hit.
Well, the par 3 course might have to be retired because the way they did the tee boxes, like last summer, it was good because it was a lot of different yardage ranges within 150 yards. Now, like every shot from the tee is like 90 yards. And I'm like, I can't. I'm just hitting like quarter, half swing utility wedge
They're
shots,
saving the tee boxes until later in the summer.
and it's like overrun by geese. It's sloppy wet. It's miserable. It was the most. I lost like 10 balls. It was the most miserable golf experience I've ever had. But it mainly was because I couldn't hit my 60 degree like 90 yards. I just couldn't. I was duffing everything, and so I'd have to hit my utility wedge.
Never swing a 60 full ever. It's
I
so
know.
hard
Well,
to hit a 60 full.
Okay, so that makes me feel better. I have been able to in the past,
I
but
can. I just don't.
that's the problem with my club, my bag right now, where it goes
I
from
don't even have a 60 degree.
50 degree to a 60 degree. I have nothing in between that. And my
Yeah.
50 degree goes like 125, like normal smooth. So I'm trying to hit like a punch 50 degree, 90 yards, and they're liners.
I hit it from 90. I would hit a 56, like 80%. It's pretty good. I had that
I got
shot
better
like
at
4
it towards
times
the end.
today.
It's just not ideal when you go to play around and like all these tee boxes are like 90 to 95 yards. I'm like,
That's
this
what
is
I mean. You got to just
stupid.
play real golf. You got to play real
Yeah.
golf.
Yep. Got to try to find time in the schedule. I think I'm going to go in basically with that round under my belt, and that's going to be my last taste of golf until Houston. I don't see this week being able to play again
Yeah,
on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. It's not happening.
Just your.
I will say, though, I think
I'm nervous for you. I'll be
playing
honest.
what is the whites? It was like 5,700 yards. I think that's going to help me a lot. I think that's going to keep me out of some
What
big
am I
trouble.
playing 65?
I think the Blues was like 67. I think maybe it's like 59 and versus 67. I think it's like an 8,000 yard gap from what I remember looking at. And I was like, I'm not playing the tees with you guys. I'll die.
No, God, no. You can't play back there. I never wanted you to play back there.
I
It's-
can't. I'll combust.
Cody with a K is delusional about your golf game. Delusional. And I'm not trying to be mean, but he thinks that you are much better than you are.
The last time you saw me play was with Evan.
With Wolf Creek, where I had a decent round that day.
I played okay for me.
I think everybody thinks that's like Grant's.
I hit a
golf
couple
game, but
nice
that's-
hybrids, and it was like,
That's
wow.
his peak.
That was. I think that was one of the better rounds I've ever played. And this course is going to be 10,000 times harder than Wolf Creek. These greens are going to be a problem. I already know that.
66 for me.
Oh, when they're faster,
50,
they're easier.
59 for you.
You think
Faster's
so?
easier.
Yes.
Always easier. Just hit the line, hit it soft, let it go.
Tap it, let it do it. Just tap her in.
I
Just
don't
be
know.
like-
I like
You're
when
not
there's
trying to
I love
make it.
hammering a putt. I love just hammering
No,
a putt.
You're not
right
trying to
across.
I
make it. You're
can't
just
make
trying to
putts
tap
on
them there.
shitty greens. You're just
Anything
trying to get
within
it close,
8
tap
feet,
in.
you should make. Anything outside of that, just get it close. That way somebody's...
You're not going to make 100% of your 8-footers, but
I think
I
4
under-
feet is where I should
Correct.
make.
It's a mindset, though. It's like, I'm going to make them, but then,
yeah,
like,
try
anything
to
outside of
make
that-
those. Try to get everything else close.
My favorite thing
You're
is
gonna
when somebody
putt fine.
says, good, just pick it up. Boom, move on. Happy with it.
Yeah, we don't do that here. Ball.
It's going to
cup.
be. I'm
You
going to
guys
be
are playing
ripping-
ball and cup?
ball and cup. Ball.
Playing for $1,000?
I don't know what we're playing for. If we're not playing for money, I don't know if I'm going to.
No, I'm
I
saying-
would
I'm-
not play
no,
ball.
you-
I'm picking the ball up. You
I'm
guys
just
are
saying, my
bag.
friends here every time we play ball and cup and ball down. But when you guys come, you can do whatever you want. Like when I played with Tyler, he's like, "Oh, I'm rolling ball." I'm like, "Yeah, you can do whatever you want."
I don't mind ball down. I don't need to like. I mean, it's going to suck sometimes.
There's no
but-
rough in Houston, so you don't need to roll the ball.
Mm.
There's
Yeah, I'm
rough,
going
but
to try
it's not-
driver
It
to
can't
start.
progress.
We'll see if it goes bad. Then we just adjust and go hybrid from the white tees. So hopefully that can be
So
helpful.
is there
We'll
just
see
like
what
sand
happens.
everywhere, Alex, or what is this?
What do you mean?
What kind of
There's
trees?
rough.
Can you show me the course that you're playing? Like, give me
Golf
like
Club of Houston is like a.
It hosted the
legit
Houston Open for like
course.
10 years. This course.
It had the live tournament last year.
We're dead.
There's
I'm dead.
trees.
Can give me a
trees,
couple holes.
water.
Give me something to look at. Share your screen. Give
Yeah,
me something to
Grant,
look
Grant,
at.
pull it up. Pull it up.
Because when you say there's no rough, I just picture a freaking desert and
No.
18
He-
holes.
I
out there.
meant playing in Houston. Like the rough is not thick. This place has rough.
Stand by.
I'm picturing
Just the
Scottsdale
rough in
Open
Houston
golf
in
course. That's what
general.
I'm picturing. Like, you don't hit the
No,
fairway, you're
no.
in sand or just
I'm just saying
whatever.
there's no U.S. Open style rough in this place
Well,
because you
yeah.
can't grow the grass that big. But there's heather and shit like that, and there's like
Oh.
weird soya grass. A lot of bunkers,
A lot of collection areas.
There's nothing wrong with being in a
Tight.
collection area.
tight fairways, a lot of trees.
Water
Water.
on every hole.
Well, this place looks nice.
Oh, it's super nice. It's
Where,
a nice
uh,
place.
And it's going to be 1,000 degrees,
Tournament course tour. I did the
Oh,
2 o'clock
yeah.
round today,
which I'm fine with.
and hole 12, I was, felt bad. I
Okay, here we go.
level migraine.
Oh, I'm only playing. Damn, it's less than I thought. But I'm under 6,000 from the white.
Nothing wrong with that.
The average slope rating, I
Slope
think.
changes drastically.
The
though.
average slope, though, I think is like 113.
Yeah, no, this course is hard. This is for PGA.
This scale only
players.
goes. The slope I was looking at only goes to 155. 155 is the max you can play on a course of slope.
It can't. It has to be that hard to host a tournament like this.
Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. I guess this stuff. What is this? Is this OB or do you hit out of this little shrubbage?
It's a hazard. You can hit out of it, or you can take a drop right next to it.
Look at those white.
Bunkers are clean though; they're nice.
That's a par hole.
What about
That's-
this?
that's-
This OB?
No, that's you can
That's-
play. That's just
You can play that. It's
Heather.
Heather.
that's
That's
Okay.
what Houston compensates. No rough, you get that Heather.
I mean, I
shit.
can't
Just
hit
miss
out
it
of
right
that
on that
Heather.
hole. You're
That
good.
hole 5 is hard. You got to spray it right.
Because I think
then coming from the left.
hopefully my tee box is like right here.
It's not. It's not that far.
That's a
up.
bunker, actually. Oh god. Oh, look at that collection area. Dead. If you go,
Texas. Is this a par 5?
I don't know.
You can't hit the ball left.
This back bunker is a disaster.
7 is hard. There's a stretch of like 5 holes. If you survive
Oh my god.
those,
Can't hit it
you
right
play
here,
well.
Evan. 8, you're
Yeah.
dead if you go.
8's easy. 8's a par 5. You just fly. You could fly down that whole left side.
No water.
9's just a par 3. It's like 200 yards. 10 is drivable.
Oh my god. Wait, I probably tee off past all this. I don't have to force carry anything.
No,
Correct.
you're back there. But
Oh, 275.
Yeah,
that has
10
you have to par that hole.
It's a tricky
I
hole.
birdied 10 like 3 of 5 times. It's not very hard.
though. Oh no. Look at that slope.
11.
You have to birdie.
It just slopes dead into the
Oh,
water on
no.
11, so it's very hard.
Look at that bunker, Evan. Imagine I get in that thing. I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
but you can't lose the ball
Sand-
if you hit it into the bunker.
Sand is soft. You can putt it out.
You'll never
I just
lose
gotta
the
be
ball if you hit it
short.
into the bunker.
That's true. I will
12,
lose
you're
several
dead.
balls. I just bought
You're
new
dead on
balls.
12.
Looks
Oh,
an easy hole.
13.
Easy.
Spray right
13's
there,
easy.
baby.
Eagle.
Is that a... This is the
Gotta get
par
over
3.
some fescue there.
The
How do
pin
you think the
locations
pins
are
will be?
also
Oh my
so
gosh, spray and
hard.
pray.
Easy.
What is it? What
Back
is
to back
this?
fairways next
Oh,
to each
par
other.
This is
5?
par 5. That hole's sneaky hard.
No,
sneaky
you-
hard.
grip and
the
rip it,
tee
Grant.
shot is very difficult.
Oh, is this a par 3? Yep. 155. Oh, that's
This-
a nice club for me.
This was the live party hole that we hung
8
out
iron,
on. It's
Grant.
easy.
All right, we're almost
It's an
on the
easy
tour. Oh, look at that. Look at that drop off. Death trap. If you go over here.
17 is one
Back
of
up
the
and
easier
on.
holes.
2 putt, boom, move, get your bogey,
18,
move
you're
on.
in the water. There's just no doubt. Because you tee off in front of the water. You're definitely going in it.
410.
All you have to do is
Yeah,
hit
it's
200
will
yard
be-
shot, Grant.
This will be a
It's a
big
really
swing
hard
hole for whatever we're doing. Like, there's going to be some high numbers in that water. I bet.
I've missed out on breaking 80 twice on 18 with doubles. So it's a hard hole.
My last thing, I'll cut some of that just for length, but Riley Green concert and Ella Langley, shout out to her fan club, was in early. She's got a great voice. At Michigan Lottery Amphitheater. The bathroom situation there is horrendous. Just you can't talk about this concert without the bathroom
Still is.
situation.
Still is. They haven't improved
I-
since last time.
A guy walked out of the bathroom and said, "Gotta leave this place a bad review. This situation is a joke." It's basically just 2 sides of a concert. On the left is like a bunch of porta potties, and that line was insane. There's like 4 of them, and then the other is a normal bathroom. But it's the classic thing where there's an enter and exit door, and both lines of men just line up going directly into them, and then you meet in the middle, and then it just causes chaos. Because we got in, and the people in front of me didn't realize. It's like, wait, we're all going in the same bathroom? I was like, yeah, like one's going in the enter door and one's going in the exit door, and you just got to fight once you're in there, whatever opens up. It's a minimum half-hour wait to piss. Minimum 30 minutes. Timed it out. I went right after Ella Langley was done. I missed like 15 seconds of Riley Green. I missed his like intro video, and then like he sang 2 lines, and I was back at my spot. But it was good. It was still cold. Not as cold as Parker McCollum, but it was cold. And I wore a sweatshirt this time. I learned my lesson. Still cold. Pretty solid overall. They had a nice
Don't need a
duet.
sweatshirt when you come here next week.
True.
You will not.
This is just a PSA because I realized I didn't tell everyone the concerts that I booked and where Marissa and I live. If anyone that listens to this is our friend, like in Gambling Degenerates or whatever, wants to go to a concert, just let us know. We live like 15 minutes from Pine Knob and Michigan Lottery Amphitheater. So if you need a place to crash, and I like going to them, it's always a good vibe. Always a good vibe at those places.
Besides the bathrooms.
Besides the bathrooms. And it's tough because like at those places, I feel like there's not a lot of mixed drink options. So you're drinking a lot of liquid with beers or seltzer. So everyone has to pee. Everyone. I had a neutral to start. I had a whiskey and Coke before I left. Don't hurt me. I had an orange neutral, 2 Oberons. I wasn't planning on having 2, but there was a happy hour deal where the 2 small were cheaper than the tall one. So I got
Who
2.
drove?
My mom did. Shout out mom.
Susie.
She came up
She
with
went?
them. No, she hung out. She went
God, your
shopping.
mom does anything for you.
Yeah,
What a
it was
great lady.
Lauren's Christmas gift, so she was a trooper. She helped out with that. My question for you guys, because I was thinking of this, who is your like big person in your life you want to see in concert right now? Is there anyone you're like, ooh, I really want to see that? Maybe you wouldn't like travel far for it, but like if they came, you're like dropping everything to try to go to it.
I don't think there is.
I feel like you're not a concert guy, really, Alex. I've never considered you a concert
I
guy.
like concerts, but I don't love them. And I've like obviously Morgan Wallen, seen him, so I don't need to see him again.
I forgot.
I've seen so many
Faster
people
Horses.
because of Faster Horses that it's like, is there anybody out there new that I really like that I would be dying to see? I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone. Big X the plug.
That would be an interesting concert. I can tell Evan's really thinking. He's deep in thought.
Yeah,
Parker
I would see
McCollum?
Morgan Wallen because last time we saw him was probably 4 years ago now.
Yeah, I mean Morgan Wallen would have been
He's
my
dropped
answer.
2 albums since then.
Yeah.
But I can't say that with confidence because he's going to be here in 2 weeks, and I didn't buy tickets. So
really?
Stapleton.
yeah,
Is he at NRG?
Yeah.
Gotta be. Chris Stapleton would be nice. I'm sure there'd be some good guitar playing there. Mine is Old Dominion for sure. We did see them at Faster Horses, but they've had a bunch of bangers released, and that's just probably, besides Keith Urban, my favorite musical act.
Keith.
I'm
I'd
seeing
like to see Keith again.
in 3 weeks, so
I'd
June
like to see
22nd.
Keith again.
Old Dominion, but I kind of want Old Dominion's playing in Canada in Windsor in August, but it's indoors, and that's not how I want to see them. I want to see them preferably on a beach, but that's probably not going to happen. I want to go to like Key West and see Old Dominion play. That'd be like my bucket list. Just
I
vibe.
think the reason I'm less in on concerts is because there's been some miserable Faster Horses experiences where you're just so drunk, so hot, you're just standing for so many hours. Like I feel like in my head that's what I think concerts are because I like ruined my body multiple years in a row at that place. So now I'm like, no concerts.
It don't
want
have to
that.
be like that.
I don't want that feeling anymore. I don't want to be so drunk I don't know where I am, sweating, watching my friends pass out in the row like 15, 20 when Jason
Yeah. There was one guy I wanted to see. He's country, Cameron Marlowe. I love his
I
voice.
like him.
He but I think he already did it. He came to Adrian, but he played at the Marilat Center, and I was like, I don't think I want to go to the Marilat Center for whatever that vibe is in there. Like I have flashbacks of doing baseball and basketball camps there. I don't think like that's a great concert venue. I was stunned that's where he was playing. I was like, all right, maybe I have to wait till he gets a little bit bigger.
Just watch my guy Mike again.
He's coming to Michigan Lottery. I probably will not be going because I feel like I don't know if it's a hot take. I feel like I'm mic'd out. I haven't listened to him in like forever.
I certainly haven't listened to much of his new stuff anymore.
And this might be my hot take section. The last like 3 or 4 Oberons I've had have been horrendous, and there's no other way to sugarcoat it. They've just
I don't
been
like
so
Oberon
bad.
that much.
I think, and I should probably call my bluff, but I do think it's growing on me. I think I'd rather, if I had to have one beer in a setting, I'd rather have a Two Hearted right now over an Oberon.
Well, that's not a hot take. That's the correct answer.
But for me, I'm saying I don't think I would have gotten to that point. I think I don't know.
God,
if
you're
my
gonna
palate
love
changing.
Shinerbach.
No, because this is my other take, Alex. And Evan's gonna hate it. I know Evan's
You're
a
done
beer
with
guy
beer.
through and through. I think I can have one beer in a situation to like slow me down. But I went to this concert. I had the neutral, 2 Oberons, and a Bud Light. I felt like shit the next morning. I had a headache, and I was like, I don't think I can't do 3 beers in like a night of
had
drinking.
2 beers yesterday. I at a brewery. That was it. That's my
I
max.
can feel the disappointment on Evan's face, but I don't know. It's not sitting well with my body. My body
I can't drink beer like I used to. It's just
I think I
can't
had
do it
8 or
anymore.
10 on Friday night alone.
Yeah, you're still
Impressive.
grinding away.
I am now in
Same for
the
me.
full like whatever touches my lips first. That's the alcohol of choice that day, and it's always beer.
Good strategy.
I'm not
In
mixing ever
Austin,
again.
I had 1 beer in Austin. 3 days.
I think I'm a liquor guy,
Dude,
and if I'm not, it's gotta be like those teas, like a high noon tea.
Evan, you
or
could
a
be a
twisted
liquor
tea.
guy.
I know I can, but beers. Okay,
Dangerous.
first of all, I was walking around Fifth Third Field, and they had just like coolers full of beer everywhere, and they had Tall Boy Bush Lights.
There's
and I was like,
settings. There's
and I'm
settings where you're
"Fuck,
like,
I cannot take it. And then you go up and Wilkins was drinking Yinglings. Cormac had a Yingling.
Whoa.
Bad.
Yingling.
Tall, like
Yingling's terrible.
I don't like
Getting,
Yingling
like,
at all.
bigger
So
than this
gross.
cups, like basically like 30 ounces of like Michelob Ultra. Had a couple of those. Had another Michelob Ultra in a can. Then went to the bar. Had aluminum can beer, which is the superior way to drink beer.
That is nice. Keeps
I
it
do
cold.
feel like Bush Light can beer. I could drink 1,000 of those.
It was
but
a
if
Tall
you
Boy
throw
Busch
in
Light
other beers.
at a baseball game.
I don't.
Yingling sent a shiver up my spine when you said Yingling.
Yeah, Yingling's disgusting. That's like hams. That's gross. I can like a post 18 beer, one beer. That's nice. Maybe occasional pool beer. But like I don't crave.
What's your
beer
drink of
anymore.
choice, Gillen?
I like
You're
Ranch
walking into the
Waters.
party store right now and you put your hand on a case of comes out with you.
If it's cans, mine's high noon teas.
Probably tequila
the
high
teas.
noons would be what I would buy.
Wow.
Those can be dangerous.
They're less like
It also hasn't been
Fizzy.
hot enough for me to not drink beer yet. Like,
True.
so, yeah. Another thing, it's so hot here that like if I drink two
True.
beers, I feel like I want to throw up.
I also might be a whiskey year-round guy now. I feel like I'm converting to that.
Can't drink whiskey in the 200 degrees.
Like,
With
I'm
the
waiting
ginger ale.
I'm waiting to
it's
get
kind of
the
nice.
waiting
Well,
to get
I
the
don't
high
drink
noons,
my
waiting to get my
Mixed.
iced tea, vodka drinks, all of that, but it hasn't been hot enough for me to even like put my lips on
Clear liquor mixed with something clear, cold, ice. Just always hits.
It could be. I don't know if they have Squirt Pop in Houston, but it could be vodka Squirt season in Houston. That's my piping hot weather drink. If it's not like a tea seltzer.
Well, it's going to be hot.
Oh,
A
I
lot
had
of bars don't have
transfusion
Squirt.
when I was golfing last
Oh,
Monday on
you
Memorial
want
Day.
transfusions.
Delicious.
It was
There's some
fantastic.
ginger ale in there.
That's
I
a
think.
good course drink.
Ginger ale slept on.
Yeah,
Grape juice
ginger
and
ale's
stuff.
great.
Ginger ale's so
Great.
good.
Welch is grape juice. Yummy.
My last thing about the concert, and this is just a couple straight men talking about it, but Riley Green,
Hot dude.
Hot guy.
is he like top 5, like objectively
I don't-
hottest dude in
He'll
the
probably win
United
Sexiest
States?
Man Alive if I had to pick.
If we're being dead serious, I know like Timothy Chalamet and all these people are cool and actors, but like if we're just
Timothée
talking,
Chalamet's a hot dude.
if we're just talking though, like pure, like
Man
he's
to
like
man.
the stereotypical like the dude you wish you were and the dude that girls want to be with. Like he could walk away with any
And his
person.
weird mustache.
No, that's a big
He's
like people
jacked.
like that. He's gotta be on like
Holy
TRT.
People
shit.
are shaving to look like him. Like it's a TikTok trend to look like him.
No, yeah,
Dude,
mustaches.
Riley-
I didn't
are cool.
realize-
Riley
I
Green.
did not
looked
realize he was that jacked.
bushy
he's
ass mustache.
Unbelievable
and
physique.
Jesus, dude. This guy could pull whatever he wanted.
then, Alex, have you
That's
not
what I'm
seen his
saying.
music video of him basically just
Yeah, why don't you watch Worst Way
There's a
when you're
picture
done
of
with
him
the
in
show?
his
yes.
cat diesel power tank top, and his arms are just massive, veiny,
Yeah.
popping out.
I think he's
My
athletic. He's a sick hunter. I mean, the dude has it
I
all.
think he played college football or college baseball.
I think there is some athletic background there, but I
Now let's
don't
look
know
it up. I think
exactly
he either
where.
played football or baseball.
He's an Auburn
Dude,
fan.
he's in a love triangle with Ella Langley and Megan Maroney.
Correct. That was a
Morgan
big part.
Morgan
of the
Wallen's in a
talk.
love triangle with Megan Maroney.
No, she
sounds
dumped
like
him.
she's got guys after her.
You hear his new album, Evan? That guy's a sad, lonely drunk right now.
Morgan Wallen?
Yeah, dude, he's sad.
Well, a lot of
Sad
times
guy.
artists aren't writing the songs for themselves. Somebody writes
I
a
know,
song
but
and then they,
Look at this physique on this
they
guy.
present it to him.
Yeah, dude's jacked. Jesus
I think he's on like
Christ.
TRT, which he should be. I mean, why not?
He played
but, like,
quarterback for Jacksonville State.
oh
Yeah.
wow,
He's a Gamecock.
yeah.
Played against
I mean,
Michigan State, Alex.
He's also a country music star.
if I'm doing a top 5,
He's old though.
he's a
He
man.
played.
He's a grown
He
ass.
played He played college football in 2007. He's like almost 40.
Oh.
He
Wow.
looks that good at almost 40.
Yeah,
Holy
no, he's-
shit!
I was
There's-
blown away.
there's
I was
hope
like,
for
this
us.
guy has it all.
Yeah, and you
Uh,
can get in that shape by 40 for sure. You got to cut out the beer though. Step one.
Mustache season
He doesn't
starts
cut out the
now.
beer.
I don't think he probably doesn't drink that much.
I don't
I
drink
don't know.
that much.
He's a big styrofoam cup guy. His drink on stage was like
Evan,
two
every
huge
time
styrofoam
you come
cups.
on this podcast, you tell us you had 12 Busch Lights this weekend.
Okay, I did that. That was Friday night. Saturday, did I drink Saturday? No, I did not drink Saturday.
I feel like we need
I fell
saunas.
asleep at 8:30 last night, so
You
I
need a
was not drinking.
sauna?
Yeah, we need to
Sit
sweat
outside
out
on
all the
my porch.
alcohol. Nice.
That's what I do here.
That's what I do on weekends. I coach baseball in 95-degree heat and just stand on
You
it.
have 1,200 calories of Busch Light every weekend.
That's not even that much.
That's a pint of Ben and Jerry's.
Which I also had a half a pint of Ben & Jerry's the other night.
I did last night, and I had the other half today.
I think.
Too good. Can't avoid it.
Wait, you say just 1 pint or 2? I was thinking about the
I
show.
Bought 2 pints. Had half last night. Half tonight. So I still have another pint.
Same flavor, or you
tonight
mix it
dough.
up?
I got 2 different.
Tonight dough.
I have Tonight Dough
I
in
had
my freezer right now.
raspberry cheesecake and tonight dough.
Oh, raspberry
Mm.
cheesecake's so good.
Oh, it was naughty, Evan. Naughty.
So
And there's
good.
fruit in there, so it's healthy, really.
I looked. It was like 2,000 calories if you
You
ate.
tell
the whole
yourself a
thing.
little raspberry. I got my fruit for the day.
They have a seasonal
don't eat
flavor,
fast food.
chocolate-covered strawberry, out now.
I'm not a
You don't
strawberry
eat fast
guy.
food?
No.
Do you have a Shake
Never.
Shack near you?
Yeah.
Don't
Oh
get
my
the Shake
God,
Shack in
dude.
Houston. Those people can.
Oh, that was so why? That's so specific.
Went there
What do you
waiting
mean?
for Alex to pick me up from the Houston airport. I was like, "Oh, Shake Shack." I was like, "I'll get a burger and shake while I'm waiting." They're like,
I
"Yeah,
didn't
we don't
pick
do
you
shakes."
up from the Houston airport, Evan. I
Huh?
picked you up from the New Orleans airport.
New Orleans
Oh.
airport. Those people can.
Mm.
There you go.
Ricochet
I was like,
shot.
you've never
Show
been
up
here.
at Shake Shack. I'm like, I would like to have the typical double cheeseburger and a chocolate shake, please. Oh, we don't do shakes. I was like,
Greg,
what?
there's not one close to me. So
Preposterous.
there's just 2 downtown.
I didn't want it. I'm just saying if it's near you, then it's so good. In their chicken, I recently had their chicken sandwich. Phenomenal. Not unbelievable. Phenomenal. Chicken sandwich.
I have a
They're
place
versatile.
right next to me called Smash Burger.
Oh, their fries do
pretty
suck,
good.
though. Shake
Big
Shack has
chicken.
horrendous fries.
Burger Vibe. I have a Five Guys right next to me. Chipotle. Everything
Oh.
you need.
God, Five Guys is so good, too. You gotta stop.
I don't eat stuff like that. No.
I say, I'm looking at the thing. I say we just do the snake draft and then we save other sports for later because we're at an hour and a half.
I don't
It's
care.
good for me.
I knew it.
I was
I know
wondering
us.
what we were gonna cut.
So we're gonna save any
Outdoor
Michigan,
boys got
Michigan
hit
State.
though.
Outdoor
No,
boys
we,
got
we
hit.
touched on it when you were cramping.
No, I heard. I remember.
We'll do
Headphones
the
are still
Tiger
on.
stuff. We'll do Lions win loss later. This will just be a fun show, check-ins and snake draft, and then we'll get out of here. It's a slow part of the season. Okay, so snake draft. Favorite Detroit athletes since the year 2000. It's like I said at the top: a Lion, Tiger, Piston, Red Wing, and then any team of those 4. I mean, I guess if you want, I don't know if you guys are gonna get cute and try to go like the Detroit Shock, but that wasn't my intention. It was like
Bill
any
Lemby, our head
repeat.
coach.
It was no coaches too. Good
Oh.
point. Evan, number 1 through 10.
I'm picking number 7.
Does order really matter? I feel like everyone's gonna pick weird answers.
Alex picked number 1 through 10.
What? 3. Do you?
Okay, I'm gonna go
What?
8. So
Why does that say 4?
because that's what it started out as. I haven't clicked it
Oh,
yet.
well, that's the number I want. 4.
You want 4?
That's my number.
Yeah, but he
Evans.
hasn't spun it yet.
What did Evan say? 7?
7.
I'm 8. Generate 3, 6.
I don't actually
4.
care what I get.
Oh, first or last pick? Which one do you want, Gillette?
I'll go last pick.
Oh,
Oh wow.
'Cause I don't know. I'm not convicted. I did no research.
4 again. You have to pick again.
8. I'll go first.
Wow.
I'll take the pressure.
Wow.
All right. Stop
I know
sharing.
who Evan's picking for his lion.
Oh,
Matthew Stafford.
oh! Spoilers.
I don't know who to take because I think
I'm
this
picking
is
Oscar
confusing.
Careless. What are you talking about? I'm picking Ernie
I-
Sims.
Good one. I thought
I'm
of
gonna-
him earlier.
I think I'm going to take a guy that I think is the
Oh.
thinnest category.
Whoa.
Hockey.
Pause.
I think hockey for me.
There's
and Alex is
there's
probably
3
the
clear
thinnest.
hockey people. There's
I had
no.
4 on my list that I would be comfortable taking. But there's one who was far and away like I had to see this guy. I ran to everything. It's Pavel Datsuk was my
Yeah.
favorite Red Wing.
That was gonna be
Magic
my first
Man.
pick.
The Magic Man. He had one shootout goal versus the Wild that will just give me goosebumps to this day. I think it was like a sick, nasty deke. I think it was the Wild. He put like the goalie on his back or something.
You sure you know what Nicholas Kronwald?
Whoa, he's got
Kronwald.
That was on my list.
He was the fourth.
He was on
So
my
upset.
list.
I'm actually upset that we never got to see
I hope
Sergei
Evan takes
Fedorov play
Marion
live.
also. Oh,
Yeah, the little
dirty
drop
Magic
over.
Man.
Yeah.
I used
that
to
was what
tweet
I was
about the
thinking.
Magic Man on my high school Twitter.
Look at this. Left, drop him down, and then just pull it back, flip over the pad. That's disgusting. That's my
That's
pick.
the type of shit I do in NHL.
But that was more so just because I felt like that's the thinnest category for me.
Yeah, it
All
is
right.
fair for you. Because you don't know
Who?
shit.
I'm picking
Evan.
Stafford. Still a fan.
Shocker.
Will always be a fan.
I think you could have gotten last. I don't know if Alex and I would have
It's
taken
okay.
him.
I wasn't picking
I'm
him.
ripping the Band-Aid
I wasn't
off right
picking him.
away. Number 9 is my quarterback.
Over golf.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. You're a
Right.
loyal guy. So that's one thing about you. So it's admirable.
I'm going to also take a Lion. Because there's one guy I think that's clear number
God,
one.
Jeff
but
Backus.
no.
Darius Slay.
Who's
Trey
the
Bly.
I feel
other
like there's an
offensive
obvious
line?
guy for
Rodgers.
you, Alex. If you don't, you're not true to yourself.
Dominic Raiola.
I was going to take him with my any team pick later, but you think
If he
someone would
falls,
take him now?
I don't know. There's
Would you
snipers
take
everywhere.
him? You can't
Oh,
take him.
Agent
Whoa.
Zero?
Whoa! There's snipers everywhere.
You can't take him. It's clearly mine.
Definitely could take him. Definitely could.
That's going to make me take him in the first round.
You can't afford him if you don't
You
take him
can't
now.
afford him. Put your money where your
Okay.
mouth is.
Are
You
you
have a chance
good
to
going-
take him. You have 2 picks here.
Going to sleep at night knowing he's not on your team, would that eat you alive? When the graphic
Yeah,
comes
well,
out,
Alex, you have 2
your
picks to stack
reputation will
both of them.
blow.
I mean, I already know who Evan's Tiger is. He's taking Jose Iglesias.
Whoa.
Dude,
You
whoa.
know that?
Let's
All
not
right.
snipe pitch.
I'm going to take...
You could take him right now, right in front of Evan. It'd be so up if it turned into just taking each other's favorite players draft.
I'm going to take Ben Wallace is my favorite Piston.
That's your
Take
official
him.
first pick.
Yep.
Okay.
Just take
And
him, Alex.
then-
Otherwise, Grant is going to take him. And he's going to spit on your grave.
I'm a
I'm gonna
nasty
take-
guy.
I'm going to take Jameer Gibbs because he's my favorite
Really
player.
good pick. Ben Wallace was a great pick.
Thank you. I had his jersey and
The
an
fro.
afro.
Yeah, when you have your nickname, the Gong, underrated. The Gong in the intros when they would do that
I think
with
that
Mason
was the
yelling.
clock tower ringing, wasn't it? Not a gong.
I know who Grant's favorite Piston is too. This is easy. I could just
I guess it was
predict
the
your
Big
guys'
Ben. It
answers.
was like Big Ben. You're right. Defensive Player of the Year, just an absolute beast. Absolute
We
beast.
actually,
Undersized.
People were asking me who my favorite Piston was at work because we were talking about NBA. And I showed them Ben Wallace highlights, and they're like, "Holy shit, this dude was crazy!" It's like, yeah, awesome.
We're getting that old where people don't know prime Ben
No,
Wallace.
they did not know who he was.
Jesus Christ. I was him for
This
Halloween.
was a
I
trivia
think
question the other day.
very
I was him for
popular.
Halloween.
Very popular Halloween costume.
Was that
He was a
before or
trivia?
after Napoleon Dynamite costume, Grant?
It's gotta be
Before.
post.
Oh,
Before. Napoleon, I was like, I thinking, was I in middle school yet? I might have been in middle school.
freshman year of
You were
college.
in middle. No,
That would be good. I mean, to run it back.
and I think I don't need to say anything about Jameer Gibbs other than he'll be the best running back football's ever seen. So
There was
Ever
a
I wouldn't
seen.
take him. Yeah, correct.
Has
Wow.
ever seen.
Yeah, he's the
Wow.
best I've ever seen.
There was an interesting. I was listening to Part of My Take. They had Greg Olson on. Love Greg Olson. Great interview. Great guy. They were talking with him, and the number 0 got brought up because they were talking about how numbers change players' dynamic, and they didn't. I don't think they knew Jameer changed his number, but they were running through players, and they were like, "You have to be a certain level of like great to wear 0 and like not look like a scrub." Like a lot of players.
Well, he's that level.
Sometimes be edgy and they go number 0 and it's like you're not good enough. They named Roquan Smith for the Ravens wears number 0 now, but I was like, Gibbs does need to live up to that number change because you can't just be a nobody and wear number 0.
Dude, his talent is undeniable. He's gonna have no issues.
He has a chance to make number 0 cool for running backs for the next 20 years. He has that power.
Well, he's gonna be the best running back in football this year. It's not gonna be close.
Wow.
So
I'm
I
excited.
mean, I guarantee it.
I watched the highlights
All the
of
lose in the first round. Wah, wah.
Lions Vikings Week 18 game, because I think obviously the season ended so poorly, but the nerves you felt when Mike Tirico said this is the most important regular season game in NFL history, and then the lead in and Gibbs just goes for 4
Both
tutties.
teams losing the first round.
Gibbs just has a field day, 4
NFL scoring
touchdowns.
title. NFL's rushing or
Unbelievable.
touchdown record or whatever. Touchdown.
Yeah,
Lead.
Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the best football players I've ever seen play.
That was an unbelievable performance by the kid when he had to carry the entire load with Montgomery down. So
In person, he's got to be like the best player I've ever seen.
he's pretty damn good. Back to
Pretty
Evan.
damn good. That is just not selling.
Pretty damn good.
Take Jose Iglesias here.
There's
No.
a
I am going
This big
to
Tiger.
Red
It's a
Wings.
wow.
I like when you came up with
Lion.
this. I was thinking of like my childhood, not so much more recent. Otherwise, like a minor would have been taken, Cider would have been taken. But I'm going to go with Henrik Zetterberg.
Great. Great pick.
Somebody I've had multiple.
Got my guy. Didn't even have to worry.
I had a sweatshirt jersey of his, t-shirt jersey of his, a long sleeve jersey of his. Never had an official jersey of his. But he was my childhood
I had a
favorite.
Pavel Datsyuk jersey.
Cool name. Love the last name to start with a Z. Swedish. There was a clip I saw on Twitter that actually put me right back in the sweatiest Red Wings days. It was like the title was The Shift That Won.
The Conn Smythe shift. First the
Yep.
Guinos.
Yep. And it was him like diving
Doc
back
Emmer.
to stop Sidney Crosby to score a goal. Yeah, and Doc Emmerich was like saying it live, like this is one of the best shifts we've ever seen, like as you're watching it. And I was like, wow, that was sick. So great pick, Evan. I think you guys left me a layup here. I'm not going to slot him into a category. He might be my any team, depending on who falls. But Calvin Johnson, Megatron, has to be picked
That's
here.
what I wanted to take, but you made me take Jahmyr Gibbs.
No,
There's
you're
really,
both of them.
I didn't want to take two lines
could've.
to start.
I mean, there's another name that may get picked. I don't know if he's people's favorite, but like if you talk about the two best Detroit athletes overall, most successful in their sport, obviously the Red Wings out there, but there was so many good players. Calvin Johnson's like one of one, just human football player. The triple team catch versus the Bengals is like the thing I think about the most. It's just an insane
We were
football
there.
play.
It just
we were
sucks
there.
that
My dad
he
was
had
not there. He was up in the concourse trying to beat the halftime rush. Never forget.
No team success for that guy.
I mean, making the
They
playoffs,
made the
in
playoffs
that era
twice.
of Lions football was pretty successful, considering they went 0-16.
Twice. With a Super
But-
Bowl winning quarterback and the best receiver the NFL has ever seen. They made the playoffs twice. And won
Well,
0
NFL's rigged.
3 times. Sorry, they made the playoffs 3 times.
There's a TikTok
0 wins.
account that I saw this weekend. Got into a big deep dive of how the Lions are actually screwed. You go back to that Saints game, we were up 14-0, and Willie Young strip sacked Drew Brees, and we recovered it and scored a touchdown to go up 21-0. But they blew
actually
the
remember
play
that.
dead, and the Saints scored, and we never scored after that. Basically,
That's like Peyton Thorne. Never
Yes.
forget.
we've been up 21-0 on the Saints.
Chin was not down.
Willie Young, deep cut.
Yeah, that is deep. But yeah, I mean, Megatron, he's got his own nickname. He's his own guy.
Sure.
Georgia Tech, number 21. Speaking of numbers, I remember I got that card as a kid, his like trading card. Thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my God, Georgia Tech in that gold 21. This guy's a
Yeah, for
beast.
the record, I was going to take him until you threatened to steal my favorite player. So
That's good
Just
mind
one.
games.
You could have
That's
taken
just
2
good-
Lions.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
have to take Ben Wallace. There's plenty of Pistons. There's not plenty, but there's a few.
there's not plenty. There's about
I hope you
4.
regret it. You should. He's amazing.
I do feel bad about it.
And
but-
generally was a favorite player because there wasn't, besides Stafford, obviously, there wasn't much. I mean, are you going to Titus Young fan? I don't know. But like Calvin Johnson was like it for a
Trying
decade.
to
DeAndre
think.
Levy.
I don't
Hopkins
think I
too.
had a Calvin Johnson jersey.
You know
I
who's
did.
sneaky? No, I got all the bad wide receivers. I had Mike
I
Williams,
have
Roy Williams.
Mike Williams. I had Kevin Smith, Kevin Jones.
Ew.
Like
weren't
Joey
bad.
Harrington.
Ew. You know what
I
sneaky
might have,
name?
I might have had John Kitna.
I was looking up box scores, or not, on Pro Football Reference for all these. I was like clicking through the years just to see the roster, just to make sure I wasn't missing anyone. Stephen Tulloch had a hell of a stretch as our leading tackler
1
for
year.
like
And then he went
5
crazy.
years.
Then he celebrated, jumped up, and tore his ACL because he
Yeah.
sacked Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh no, DeAndre Levy went insane.
For what year? Yeah. Stephen Tulloch was like, He was there for a while.
No,
I was
no.
like, God.
Levy went like mentally insane
Oh.
after he had the career year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah,
you meant
we
like
didn't pay him and then
insane.
never heard of him again. We had a top 3 defense in the NFL and then lost because of
Yeah.
the Cowboys game.
The year we lost to the Cowboys, we had
Damn.
like the best defense in the league.
All right, Alex, your time to redeem yourself. 2
It's
picks in
me?
a row. No, it's Evan. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Sorry, Evan.
It's like,
Oh!
Oh wait, no, I get one more.
Yeah, you have one more.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Two.
and then
You
me
should have
too.
3 after this pick.
Okay, I may not get my favorite Tiger, but I gotta take.
Oh my god, you're taking Don Kelly.
I'm trying to think about value. No one's taken a Piston yet, so there's 3 left.
I have.
Alex like Ben Wallace.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna take one. This is a heart pick. Calvin was a strategy pick.
Rip Hamilton.
Yeah. Okay, you stole me. That's
I know
my guy.
you guys.
Damn.
Rip
Hamilton.
Well,
A beast. He was like, I
Oh.
went and looked at his box scores today. He does not get respect. His only accolades is like a 3-time All-Star. Like Ben was an MVP in DPOY talks. Chauncey was like an MVP running sometimes, or like awards like first team. Rip scored like 20 points per game, like in 5 straight playoffs, and played like he's better than Mikal Bridges, but he played that role where he played like 42 minutes a game essentially and just dropped 20 points and just ran off of screens for an hour and like carried us throughout a lot of massive playoff games. It's got to be Rip for me. And he had a mask. He had a personality. The mask was cool as a kid. I was like, what's this about?
free throws.
I copied that. That was my
Yeah.
that was my thing.
Every kid. did.
Turns out it's not good. It's not good for me. I'm more straight shoot. Not once you go to the right, I start to lose track. But yeah, beast.
Evan.
That was
Evan.
gonna be my Piston.
Don.
Thought I had it,
wow,
I thought I
good
had it in the
draft,
bag.
man.
The only
Wow.
Piston I've ever had a jersey of was Rip Hamilton.
Well, that's high praise. That's actually huge.
So Tigers or
Donnie
Pistons?
Or Chauncey Billups.
Or random.
Oh, I forgot about random. I could go back to the well.
Yeah, you could just go for another double dip if there's a guy that really. There's a guy.
Joseph
that speaks to you,
Fourier.
Evan. There's a guy that you have to have on your board, Evan, or you're a fraud.
I mean, I'm just gonna. Alex already said it. Yeah, Alex already blew it for me. So I'm going to the Tigers. Jose Iglesias.
Nice.
I know you guys well.
What's your favorite thing about Jose Iglesias? Talk to me
His
about.
glove.
He's little.
His glove, his defense, and then he also 1 year in Major League Baseball. Don't know if he was still on the Tigers or not. Least amount of strikeouts throughout the entire year.
Wow.
Led all
He had
players.
one play. Was it the White Sox he had a play where he was like threw the ball basically parallel to the ground?
Completely horizontal because the ball bounced off Doug Fister's face again.
That's the Jose Iglesias play I always think of. That was disgusting.
Him running it down Big Poppy's bloopers, trying to hit a single with a
He was
dramatic
so
shift
good
on
at
it in
that.
the ALCS.
The late flash of the glove. Oh my god. It was so naughty how he just like, give me that. It's a great pick. True to
Hey.
yourself as well. Alex, you get 2. Make up for your mistakes.
Johnny Peralta. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
holy
okay.
shit.
Steroid.
I'm kidding. Kidding.
Carlos Guillen.
He was an all-star.
I was not a Carlos Guillen fan. Your dad wanted me to be a Carlos Guillen.
Correct. It was the
It was
layup
almost
for
like
your last
Guillen.
name.
Yeah,
Correct. I'll take my Tiger.
Curtis Granderson.
Justin Verlander.
Oh,
That's good.
nice.
Good one, Evan. Did
What
have
did he
Curtis
win?
Granderson jersey. What did he win?
Yeah,
Cy
Justin
Youngs.
Verlander. Oh,
He was just
Cool
must watch
photo in the
TV every
bathroom,
time he
too.
started. You know you're watching the game that he's pitching. It's fun to watch. You always give up like a home run in the first inning and then go 8 straight without giving up a hit. You're like, holy shit, this dude's sick. Loved his little giddy up. Easy pick.
Super tight pants. Ladies love
Super
that. I know.
tight pants.
Yeah.
White cleats look nice. Whenever he switched to
Got
those.
better as the game went on.
Yeah.
You can
Just
vividly
gets
remember
on a heater.
at least 2 no-hitters with the Tigers, right? Am I
Yep.
missing a third?
Yeah.
Blue Jays, Brewers. MVP of the
Closed
league
out
one
the
year.
Athletics multiple times.
Yeah, oh my god, he shoved against the A's in like a must-win road
Yes.
game once. Oh
Yes.
my
Game
god,
5.
He's thinking
The
the
A's
exact
must
same
hate
game
him.
I was thinking of. Yeah, that's
the A's
fun.
must hate him. He's an MVP, 3-time Cy Young winner, Rookie of the Year, and had the Triple Crown for pitching one season. So just an absolute
Yeah, he
stud.
was arguably unbelievable for a pitcher. We're lucky to have him. Wasn't he on the cover of a video game? Or no?
I don't know.
2K.
But he definitely had a sick mirror selfie with Kate Upton once with no shirt on.
Yeah. Hot wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sick.
He must have had game because he pulled arguably the hottest woman living at the time of his existence.
And he was living in
2K12. 2K12.
You always had nasty chewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sick.
Good pick, Alex. Way to redeem
School's
yourself.
probably better, though.
From?
But-
College, Alex?
Oh, I don't know. Did he go to college?
Old Dominion.
I saw it when I pulled up his bio, so I didn't want to spoil it. His brother's kind of goofy on Twitter.
Yeah,
Number
not a fan
later.
of his brother too much.
Number
but-
one
Ben
baseball
loves Shohei.
podcast.
Good for him. Wow, I didn't know that. Alex?
Now back to me. I've taken a Lion, Tiger, and a Piston. Don't need to take a Red Wing now because everybody's done with that.
Adam's
Extra?
crazy. He could double dip.
I can double dip
I've
Put
got
double
two.
dip on your ass.
so fast.
What is? I wanted to take Miguel Cabrera, but like he beat his wife. So great.
Did he really?
Yes, he was an alcoholic.
What's that? I knew he boozed a lot.
That's
Fuck,
why I
I
didn't
wanna
take him.
Cover him up. Wait.
I just like swear he had to skip the 163rd game because he.
Yep. 2009 police, Cabrera and his wife won't be charged. They said they determined that they both contributed to the domestic assault, but the
Yeah, they
cops were called
fought
to his
each
home.
other.
For sure.
They like punched each other.
For sure.
Caught on his face.
He was drunk 3 times above Michigan's legal limit of driving. Holy
Jesus
cow.
Christ. Oh,
He got home
man.
at 5 a.m. and got into a fight with his wife. And he went 0 for 4 and stranded 6 runners in a 5-1 loss to Chicago on Saturday night.
Are there
Oh my
any true
God.
stars left?
Dave Dombrowski picked him up at the police station.
No coaches, right? No coaches.
No coaches, Alex.
Can't take Jim Leland.
No, but that guy's a legend.
Yes. I'll just take my Red Wing then, I guess, since I don't know what to take. I'm taking Nick Lidstrom.
He went to his
his
retirement ceremony.
Went to his retirement ceremony. Had a T-shirt jersey. Have his little banner thing that they raised that day. Nick Lidstrom.
Mr.
The
Perfect.
captain. Wasn't he the captain?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he's good because, well, I'm obviously watching, but like
He's
resonates
just a
because
fixture, always there.
I've heard. If you ever heard Ryan Whitney talk about him, like from another NHL player, he like thinks Nick Lidstrom is like the best player of all time. Like besides obviously like Gretzky and all them, but he's like, dude, because he was a defenseman too. He's like Nick
Scored
Lidstrom like
goals.
was playing a different position than he was, and he was also in the pros. Basically, he's just that much better than me. So
And just,
Solid pick.
from all accounts, good dude. Not a bad person.
doesn't he work for us right now?
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
it.
The boys are back.
They're not doing a great job.
We'll see what they
whatever.
do.
Great
Evan?
hockey player.
Ew.
Piston. No.
I don't have a piston yet.
Oh, Mr. Big Shot.
No,
Hey,
I'd never
Sean.
really truly liked Chauncey just because my twin brother
Another
liked
bad
Chauncey.
guy. Didn't he do something bad?
Also had a tough incident in the hotel once.
So we might as well stick with the 04 team since we're all childs.
Childs.
There's only one modern player I'd even consider, but it's still early in his career.
Kate.
Yeah.
I'll
Greg
take
Monroe?
Tayshaun.
Blake Griffin.
I love that. Tayshaun's
Chase
a
that
dog.
block. At least got to talk about the block.
So good.
From
Saw the other day.
Kentucky.
Oh my god.
So did I. They showed it during the Knicks series because Reggie Miller was on the call.
So good. Good. I think he's so underrated too. And if he played in today's game, he would be like one of the most sought after players with his length and like hitting threes. Like he was before his time. I think he was like slept on, but he would guard like
Played on
Kobe,
an Olympic team.
guard everybody.
Yeah.
He didn't
And
play, but he was
also-
on the team.
When he got introduced with Mason, great little play on words. The Palace, he'd be like, "It's Palace time for the Prince, Tayshaun." Prince. So good, so good.
No one loves the intros more than Graham.
No, that's how I can't roll my R's, but the Richard Rip Hamilton one was so good too. Richard Rip Hamilton. All right. I'm kind of stuck because I have 1, 2, 3, 5 Tigers on my list. Really just 2 fighting for my heart, and I like them a lot, so I don't know what to do. I might Do I go do I go kid Grant, like adolescent Grant, or do I go middle school, high school Grant?
I mean,
Go adolescent Grant, the one that made you fall in love with the sport.
yeah. Why we all love sports.
The
Come on.
position, 15 years of my life, Pudge Rodriguez, the man, the myth, the legend. Ivan, but sick nickname. I bought his Wilson A2000 glove, the Pudge edition, which was smaller because he had smaller hands or liked a smaller glove. Had it.
You have small hands.
He
Wow.
used it for
What a
15
connection.
years. When it would break, my dad would take it to the local shoe store by his work in Adrian, and they'd tie it back up, and it broke a lot. Shout out to Sam and pitchers for throwing like 90 plus in high school. But yeah, that glove I had forever. Still have it. It says Pudge on it. He's the best. The best. And it's like proof, my theory that like you can't really be awesome at baseball as a team in the pros unless you have a sick catcher. And now we have Dingler, who rakes as well, and we're on the rise. I think it's a very underrated part of the game. So Pudge.
No, they're
This is my random. This is tough. Who's like means the most to me? I feel like the Lions has come to mind because of all their recent success.
yeah. It's hard not to want a guy currently on the
I have to
team.
do a current line. I'm between two again.
Goff. No, you can't Goff. You're a Goff hater.
The guy you're taking
Sewell. It's Sewell.
Oh, Jinx,
Or
Alex.
I'm wrong.
You're taking Kirby. You're a Kirby lover.
No, Kirby annoys me on social media sometimes.
Aw.
I'm in wrong. But he
I'm gonna
annoys me on
do-
social media now too with his stupid podcast.
I'm going to do Jared Goff. I also didn't mention this.
You
I'm doing-
hated him in the beginning.
I was skeptical. I thought he was a bridge. But I always liked the guy.
We
He's
all
always
thought
been
he was a
cool.
bridge.
I bought his jersey, Evan. Come on.
You sold it.
He stole it.
You sold
I
it
did.
like a fair weather
Yeah.
fan. You just got up and
Nah.
got rid of it so fast.
Now I got Gibbs.
I don't know if this is unbelievable or
worthless
not, but
Gibbs
this just
jersey. He's not even number 26 anymore.
It's gonna hold value.
That's a
Like,
collector's
I had it
item.
before he was sick.
You gotta get him to sign it.
So at Riley Green concert, Evan, you would have. You're gonna kick yourself for not taking those pit tickets. He did a little Toby Keith cover. He played "Should Have Been a Cowboy" and then played "Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue" right after it.
Oh,
And it was probably the biggest crowd pop of the night. Was "Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue" because everyone sings along.
Well,
And
that's
then-
a great song.
He changed like sets real quick, so the stage went dark, and so there was a moment of silence. Not like silent, but like people started chanting "USA, USA." That chant died. I shit you not. We're in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Jared Goff ripping for a solid 45
Awesome.
seconds as Riley Green changed.
I'm usually anti-Goff chants, but that's awesome. It's
I mean,
an
at
awesome
sporting
moment.
events that aren't the Lions, it's kind of weird, especially because like you're there
Like
for
Michigan State football game. I'm not sure I need a Jared Goff chant. What a Riley Green concert in a moment of like waiting. That seems
Yeah.
great.
I was like, I cannot believe that happened, and that just proves how beloved this dude still is for the city. So I like him.
He
too. He's a
will
great guy.
forever be a legend in Detroit,
Yeah,
regardless of what happens.
yeah. Evan, your pick.
my last pick. Current player, number one fan of the fan club. I'm right on the bus.
Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer
God.
Torkelson.
Oh my god, I forgot.
You got your guy.
I have to take him. Somebody that's going to ride or die with his career. I'm going to ride or die with his career. Since
Looking good
95% of
now.
our friends and fans, Tiger fans in general, have given up on him already.
Oh, we haven't given up now. He's good.
At one point, they did though.
At one point
Let's
last
call
year
a
they
spade a
did.
spade.
Yes.
He was a
Me.
mudhead.
Me. I said he
I need to
sucked.
look back to see if Evans ever. I don't think Evan has. Like, I don't think he's had.
No, Evans always stuck with him.
anything. Yeah. This is what should have happened with me and Okuda, but Okuda sucked.
He was
Got
terrible.
good one day.
I told you he sucked.
I like that pick for you, Evan. You really stuck to your guns there. Torque. The chat will love that as well.
Is there anybody really left? There's
I
a
have
lot
so
left.
How many
names
thousands
left.
of players left, Alex?
But like anybody that sticks out to you guys, it'd be like crazy if I didn't
V-Mart?
know.
For
Torrey Hunter?
you specifically, no.
I have my favorite player of all time already on my team.
Corey
The
Hunter?
rest of them have been drafted.
Ramon Santiago? Don Kelly? Chris
My
Shelton?
favorite Tiger.
Dimitri
My
Young?
favorite Tiger was Curtis Granderson.
Okay.
Take him if you want. Oh, wait, you already got tired. Bobby Higginson?
Gustav
Okay.
Nyquist? Thomas Tatar? Jimmy Howard,
Applicator.
No, I
Thomas
was
Holmstrom?
never an applicator guy.
the Mule,
I like
Whoa.
Applicator. I could go on all
Chris
day.
Draper,
Guys will just sit
Derek
around and
Chris
name
Chelios.
athletes.
Chris Chelios,
Chelly's bar.
Chelly's
All right,
Chili,
who's the pick, Alex?
I mean, I think like the team I
Michael
was
Donaldson,
Jesus Christ.
There's
Reggie
some
Bush?
big Lions left. There's some big current Lions
Theo
left.
Riddick.
I can't take another current one. The biggest fan of a team, like the team I
Joey
was
Bell.
a fan of the most as a
Mm.
kid, was probably the Tigers because they're actually good.
Were
And I went to a lot of Tigers games with Drew
dumb
Morgan.
and young. You were
Clete
at the
Thomas?
New York bar with him.
I'll take Curtis Granderson. I had 2 jerseys. I have a replica glove from Curtis Granderson, signed
Nice.
baseball hat.
He's so
He's
good.
my favorite player by far.
So
So fast.
underrated.
He was sick.
He came
Love
after
that.
the World Series team too. Like we added
Yeah.
him, and it was like this guy's sick.
He like worked his way up, I thought. I don't think he started right in the majors for us.
No, I think he was like. I was looking back.
I
think,
saw
he
him
was like,
play in Toledo once.
I think he was like 26 years old when he was starting to play for the Tigers.
Yeah, he
Something
talked
like
about
that.
it recently that he
I
almost
love
gave
that
up
guy.
baseball.
Loved that guy.
So good. I was
He's
devastated.
on
when
MLB
he
Network
left.
now, right?
When he left, I was truly sad.
He's
I was
on
like, damn it.
TBS.
And then he won a Oh no, he lost in the World Series with the Mets, right? Is he there? Did he go there?
I feel like I can see him in
Was
the
it the
black
Mets?
jersey running around. He went to the Mets after us, I thought.
I thought he lost to the Royals in that World Series.
Oh, you know what?
He
That
played
sounds like-
everywhere.
That sounds like a classic Alex memory.
He played everywhere, dude.
Had his best
But
season ever
his
with
picture
us.
on Baseball Reference is in a Tigers hat. So
Look at I know WAR is like, I don't know what it consists of, but his best WAR ever was with us in 07. Was his
Went
best
above
year ever.
replacement.
that's when I probably bought his jersey.
Led the MLB in runs in 2011. he had the most triples in the
started his
league.
career
Located
with
into
us.
Power Alley at Comerica Park.
Yeah, he's built for that. But the OPS, we talk about the OPS 913. What a
All of
beast.
2011.
He's great. He
He
started
raked.
his career with
He had
us.
119 RBIs with the Yankees. Holy
Short
Started his
41
career with
homers in
us.
that short porch, Evan. Look at that.
The
41.
Yankees poached him with big
Jesus
dollars.
Christ.
Dude, look at
Yeah,
it.
he was on the Mets.
Fourth
when
in
they lost to the
MVP voting.
Royals.
10th for us. Top 10 player in the MLB twice.
He was
Silver
in the
Slugger.
MVP voting 3 times.
We literally only had
2015
him
with
like,
the Mets.
Oh, 2005.
5
He was
years.
with us in 2006.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
2005.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he
He
didn't
played-
really-
No, he
he
did.
came up, like,
06, he played
halfway-
159
Oh, yeah, he played
games.
the whole game.
I think he was Rookie of the Year, wasn't he?
Wait, but is this the World Series team?
Yeah, 2006 World Series.
2006 is the World Series team.
Right, I know that,
Right.
but I didn't know how it
I mean, of all the teams he played for, he played with Detroit for 6. That's more than any other team.
got out of here.
And he started his career with us. Grant, he didn't come in as a 27-year-old.
No, I think when he made his debut, I think he was 26.
He's 23.
Oh. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, he went from the Yankees to the Mets to the
New
Dodgers.
York.
Yes, everybody bounces around.
There was a picture of him in the Blue Jays as well.
Toronto. He played for Milwaukee
Alex,
Yeah, I
everybody
remember
bounces around later in their
and
career.
Miami.
I
Alex,
don't remember that. I don't remember.
You're telling me when I graduated college, he was still playing baseball at
yes,
Miami?
people try to bounce around and try to just.
It's 5 player.
Jesus, Curtis, give it up, dude. You had a
Dude,
great
teams just
career.
throw money at players so they can have a roster.
Not the
He
A's.
was not good his last season.
Honorable
Hitting
mentions?
317 at bats as a 38-year-old Miami. Good for him.
Who'd you, Evan, you doubled up on your Tigers. I
did.
think you did it the right way. The one guy that I thought was for you was Amon Ra. I think you're the card-carrying member of Amon Ra fan
I
club.
am, but I like I said, like when this came out, like when we thought of it, or you thought of it and put it in there, I instantly always go like, "Who's your all-time favorite?" Like I instantly just go like childhood.
Stafford, yeah, ranks above. Yeah.
Like
I mean,
childhood.
Torque and Amon Ra are.
It's recency
I'll say
bias.
this. If Amon Ra caught flack in the beginning of his career for not being good and wasn't good immediately, you might have picked him. But like Spencer's your baby. Like you have to protect him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do anything.
What
I'll die
also
on his
shows
hill.
in this exercise is that our teams have been pretty good lately all of a sudden, and there's been some reasons to take people of the current teams, which is
Like-
rare for this city. Lately,
Obviously,
it
well,
seems
besides,
like.
I mean, Pistons, you have whatever.
Well, you can't take Pistons yet, but
You know, the Pistons had a huge big, huge window where like there's nobody you ever want to cheer for on those teams. So like it's easier to pick other, and like for us, we have a bias towards the 2014 because championships, we're just getting into like sports and everything. Like same thing with the Red Wings, 2000 through 2008,
9,
12 ish is when we dominated. Made the playoffs all the way through 2014, 16. So
15, I think, is the year we lost.
So like that's where we fell in love with the game. And now
I feel like
I would pick Cider because he's my favorite.
Yeah. I feel like looking at the teams, I know, like you said, the Red Wings did have some good years after 2010 before it kind of started to fall.
Same guys, though.
But
Correct.
really, like from 2010, more as like a blanket with some exceptions to 2020, besides the Tigers, the other three teams really were like in a state of so it's like either before 2010 and then after COVID are like our favorite athletes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The middle, like the Pistons was a joke. I was like, oh my God, like there's not a single.
Couldn't even name that many players.
I looked at the roster, so
I
Jason
could,
Nexiel, Lindsey
we're
Hunter.
Freaks, but
Greg Monroe, Andre
Rodney
Drummond
Stuckey.
era, Brandon Knight got dunked on by Blake Griffin, Tony Snell, Henry Ellison, Wayne
Stanley
Ellington.
Johnson.
Chris Middleton. Never forget.
Yeah, he was.
Don Baker.
My Lions honorable mentions. I had Panay, obviously. His
Yeah.
hype videos, I love. I could watch him pump me up. He gets me fired up on game day when they do that.
Yep.
Brian Branch is sneaky right there. I think he's just an electric football player.
I thought about him too.
Can't take my eyes off that guy when he's out there. I'm like, what's he going to do next? He's going to hit
Matt
someone. He's gonna
Hutch.
pick someone off. Hutch with the injuries
No.
hurt Hutch,
Oh!
but like he's still.
Henderson here in 2 weeks.
That'd be
Couldn't
cool.
pick Hutch
I would
because
like
he was
that.
injured.
Also, I know Evan slanders him, but on a lot of the years that were kind of in the middle there, Ziggy Ansah had some sick sack years for the Lions in the middle. He really
You're
did.
not picking that guy.
No, I'm just saying he
They
would
were
not be my
shit.
favorite
What was the
Lion.
most sacks he
Brandon
had?
Pettigrew.
He had 15 one year.
Brandon Pettigrew was a big fan of that guy.
He sucked. I wasn't saying my favorite player, but I know Evan like always like shits on
Eric
Ziggy
Ebron.
Ansah. But Ziggy Ansah had some good sack
Drafted
years.
this dude who played 3 years of football before that.
He was pretty good at points.
He from 2013.
I remember he
to-
cribbed one. He like strip sack, picked up a fumble, and cribbed it. He was like running a 4-4
Give him
on the
his
sideline.
from 14 and a half, 12, 8. I don't know. Maybe that's the cutoff, but he had 3 okay sack years for the Lions.
He came
Wasn't-
back to Detroit. Oh no, this is not.
No,
good.
it was sorted by sacks. But I
He was
don't
just
know.
immediately out of the league after us, though.
Yeah, he was a team burn bright. My other
This is first year,
ones,
2013.
Were-
Big Scoob.
yeah, I didn't put him down there. I feel like I have a weird thing with baseball. I don't get attached to pitchers as much as I do everyday players. Like my
I
list
don't
was
know,
all
dude.
How much
just like
had you?
every day.
Scooble's so sick to watch.
He's awesome.
just so sick. Can't believe we lost. What is that yesterday?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Well,
the
he didn't
Guardians
get the
game.
lost.
No, the Guardians game. I'm still upset about. I'm not ready to talk about that.
Thank
I
God we
haven't
had the game
rewatched
of
the
our
highlights
life at
yet.
night. Tigers, Victor Martinez was my other one. I love him. I think he's my favorite Tigers player.
Runner-up AL MVP 1 year.
Yeah, he raked 1 year. Switch hitter.
He was
Always
sick.
had the pine tar right here on his shoulder. He was a beast. Austin
Johnny
Jackson.
Peralta.
Austin Jackson
Was-
was just, as a kid, was like this guy.
knock off Curtis Granderson. That's all
Correct.
he was.
But Action Jackson, the peak of Rod on the calls.
Oh, Jackson!
So good. And then sneaky one that I think like
Armando Galarraga.
we started to fade off, but I love Ian Kinsler. He's a everyday
Oh
dude.
yeah, I like.
He's a dog.
He was sick. God, our
My
team was awesome.
Yeah. My Pistons were Chauncey and Cade I had left, and the one said. Point guards.
Stanley Johnson against Cleveland for 4 games.
And then my 2 Red Wings that weren't said, Osgood. I loved Osgood as a kid with the little old school hockey mask, the goalie
Still
mask
do.
that he wore, the bucket. Big versus the Penguins, and then Cronwall. If you have a thing called Cronwall,
Cromwell.
I mean, it's awesome. You just light people up. He's basically the Brian Branch of the Red Wings. Just you never know.
I
what's
liked
gonna happen.
Red Wings honorable mention. Johan Franzen. Guy was sick. Guy was
Then
sick.
Mike Babcock bullied him into retirement.
I had a Darren Helm phase. I loved his speed on the ice. I like Darren Helm. Didn't he have a
Sucked.
sick goal versus the Ducks He had like a game something winning goal versus the Ducks.
Probably Game 7, to be honest.
If you didn't pick one of the like 5 main guys of the Red Wings.
Yeah, Detroit Game 7 breakaway goal versus Anaheim.
There
I
you
was
go,
like,
Game
Darren
7.
Helm is the man.
On Versus Network.
Marian Hossa was sweet for us for 1 year, and then we lost.
Well, he went to 3 different teams in 3 different years and finally won it in his 3rd year.
He knew how to pick him.
With the Blackhawks, was it?
He was
Yeah,
on the
he won with the
he was on
Blackhawks.
the Penguins, then he went to us, then he went to Blackhawks.
The situation of
Lost to
this
the Red
goal
Wings,
is not as
lost
cool
to the
as I thought.
Penguins.
It wasn't to take the lead; they were already up, but he had a breakaway versus Anaheim. I remember, and I was just like, "This guy rocks."
On Fox Sports Detroit.
That was like round 1.
I also love
It is
those
round 1
Ducks
because it's on
jer-
Fox
those-
Sports Detroit.
Those Ducks jerseys were awesome.
I watched this at the Lake House.
Wow, look at Joe
Shout
Louis.
out.
Just
Shout
look
out
at
to
that
Evans
suit.
Lake.
You can't teach that speed, Alex.
No, Garrett and I
can't.
were getting the cottage ready. We watched
I'll
this
pay
game.
good money to get the cottage ready right now, Alex.
We were getting the
so.
cottage ready. We watched this on that little old TV.
That TV, I watched Oregon versus LSU and the Honey Badger make a scene on that TV. I'll never forget where I was for that game.
I watched Rory McIlroy win the PGA Championship on that when he was like a little kid.
Wow.
I was up north with the Hallises for that Honey Badger game at their place in Gaylord. I remember vividly too, being like, "Dude, he's the best
How
player
do you
alive."
remember that? I don't even
Saturday
remember
night
watching
prime
that.
time. It's already dark
Oregon.
outside. We're inside. We turn on the game, and it's an electric factory.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes.
We were not a fire. I don't know how I don't remember that. I remember everything. What, he take one back?
yeah. I gotta find this.
He had an
It's-
interception.
He had a pick
He had a
six.
pick 6. I think he had a punt return. He was everywhere.
It's coming back to me. Who was there? It was just me and Wyatt?
Maybe McCray or somebody. It was a small group. It might have been just me and you two.
It
There
might
was
have-
not many
yeah.
people.
I don't know
I
how he
don't-
scores on this, but he
I think,
scored.
yeah, it was a very small group.
Oh, they hit the. I think he stripped the punter and
remember
picked it up
this.
and scored.
I remember it now. It's all coming back on that little box TV.
Yeah, he ripped his ass and then just
Yeah.
picked it up and scored. Yeah, he was.
I mean,
He was
Alex, this
so
is
good.
3 versus 4. This is primetime college football. Brent Musburger on the call.
2011, 9th grade.
He just ripped it out of his hands.
You heard
Sat him
Oregon.
down.
You
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
on TV
yeah,
on
yeah,
Sports
yeah,
that
yeah,
Oregon's going to come
yeah,
out in
yeah.
highlighter neon uniforms. You're like, oh my
Then
god.
we stayed up way too late and
Yeah.
watched the reruns on Sports Center for hours. So I probably saw that clip 1,000 times.
Yep. Like this is the
Yep.
greatest player of all time.
Yep. Checks out. It's all
Then
coming
he
back.
hated college rules, but he still got drafted. Good career.
Yeah, he did have
Still
a
in the
weird
league.
career.
Still in the league.
Name the team.
Saints.
Is he? Yeah, he is. He's still with them. He was. I mean, I think of him with the Cardinals the most. I feel like.
On the Bengals. Chiefs. He's on the
Cardinals,
Chiefs.
Texans for 1 year. Chiefs
He's on
for
Chiefs.
3. Now he's on the
Super
Saints.
Bowl.
Now he's on the Saints.
Yeah,
Good
I would
player.
say he's had a pretty good career. He's still playing.
6 picks for the Chiefs in the COVID year. Beast. All right,
Yeah.
that's the show. Cheers.
Cheers.
13.
Go stand outside, Grant. Maybe you'll see the Northern Lights.
They could be.
Oh, dude, I never hit record.